I didn't think we would ever reach the day where I finally do go live, but here we are. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you guys have been waiting, give me a moment. Let me go grab a coffee. I need a coffee. How you guys doing? Welcome to the live stream, all you early go-getters. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone of the night. At officially 50 likes, once we get to 50 likes, we are going to be starting Taking Back 2007, Season 3. And you guys are about to see an evolution of Taking Back 2007 that's going in a different direction other than the talentless direction of just all those people that just have no skill whatsoever. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ooh woo ara ara. At 50 likes, we are going to officially be starting Taking Back 2007 Season 3. Is it going to be better than Season 2? Absolutely, maybe. Potentially. Is it going to be the most watchable thing ever? Absolutely. We are going to be doing something that not any of you guys expect unless you guys were creeping in and watching on the live streams or whatever. I have been busy setting up a brand new studio for all of you guys that is going to be like moving and changing and doing stuff and making stuff happen. However, I just found something to do. I found something to stream. And you guys are going to be a part of this. We have something crazy that we're going to be doing together. And it's something that I've been wanting to do together for a while, at least like a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, or maybe it was 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. Maybe 8 months ago, I went on the internet, and while I was ooh-wooing back and forth on a ladder, I may have accidentally maybe mentioned once or twice about wanting to buy something. And we finally succeeded, ladies and gentlemen. We have finally been at a place to where we have purchased something here at Taking Back 2007. And it was such a difficult thing for us to be able to make happen, but nothing will ever hold us back from showing the world that, yeah, I got something, chat. I got something to show you all. I'm ready to show the world. Sorry, I was playing with Floof earlier. Health is wealth. No, wealth is wealth, not health. Who cares about health when you can have wealth? You could just buy new health. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you, my friends. Honestly, I don't really care anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, Taking Back 2007, Season 3, where my cat's gonna drive on water harder than absolutely anything. And also, God, I want my ex to hold this L like there's absolutely no tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, because she's wild, bro. She's wild. Once again, that woman just always going out of her way to stay in my life, even though we got divorced a year ago at this point. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to choose to not let her in my life this time because honestly, she view botted her last stream, and I have nothing else to say about that. And the person that did it was literally in their Discord talking about it. That's against the rules on YouTube to view bot your stream, and I hope that you get reported. Ooh, woo. No, I don't really care. What's up, Japan? How's it going? What's up, Top Rebel? Welcome, everyone, to Taking Back 2007. And I've finally come up with something interesting to watch. We're all going to be doing something absolutely interesting to watch, and I'm ready to show you all this. And she's the problem. I mean, it's not about being a problem. I think at the end of the day, the only problem I truly have was the problem of thinking to myself that honestly, getting married was right for me with someone that made adult content for a living. I think that I should have trusted my instinct and really doubled down on the fact that I told myself not to marry someone that did that. But I'm gonna have to live with those choices, unfortunately, not you. I want to show my cat how to do an oil change in my car. Well, I'm about to show you guys a lot more than that because something that the YouTube live stream algorithm was missing was something that is called enjoyable content. The only people that are doing YouTube live streams are basically unwatchable right now, and it is my goal to make this live stream or whatever as watchable as possible. So I have been setting up an entire live stream, and I have been doing a lot the past few days. For you guys watching right here, I have been doing this for all of you guys watching in order to bring content that is watchable to the channel that I enjoy doing. So I'm excited to share what I've done with absolutely everyone here once we get to 50 likes. And I know that that's a bit of a grift, however, I'm going to live with that. 50 likes is going to be what it takes for me to go into the other place and show you what I've been secretly doing behind the scene of things. I have been acquiring and collecting and creating and just making things. We're going to do something together, chat, that you're all going to get really obsessed with and like, I think. I think you're all going to get into this like me. But the only problem is I got to look a little emo first. Laughing disco emoji. Uh-huh. 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 Whoa, that was amazing. Thank you for that laughing disco emoji. That was beautiful. There we go. What's up, Smitty? How you doing? What's up, TC Dan? How's it going? What's up, Lunar Eclipse? Welcome, welcome to the live stream, my friend. God, we have a busy one today. A busy, busy stream today. I've been in the middle of moving recently. I have all of my stuff moved out pretty much now. Just gotta move. Well, I mean, I still got like, other stuff that I gotta choose to move or whatever, but like that's just outside stuff now. I just have outside stuff that I'm like dragging across the town. What's up, Lunar? Star, how are every one of you guys doing today? I know I usually start this with a bit of a star. I usually star. I usually start this with a bit of a grift. Star. That's a lot of stars, Lunar. Star. Whoa, star. Thank you for all of your stars. I appreciate it. Ooh, star. Hit that star button, guys, if you want your very own star. God, that's so stupid. Guys, we are only 33 likes away from our goal of 50 likes. And at 50 likes, we're going to be officially starting Season 3 of Taking Back 2007. And we will be moving pretty soon to a new home, a new place to film in, a new everything. And I hope you're all excited to be a part of it. I hope you're all like ready to be a part of it. What's your favorite color? I'd say purple's my favorite color. Star. Purple is my favorite color because it's just the best. Star. Thank you for those stars. I appreciate that. Hurry, I want to know stuff. I want you guys to see everything. I went crazy. The streamer room is destroyed. Star. At 50 likes, we're gonna be starting the stream, guys. Star. Superstar. Who's a superstar? You're a superstar. Star. Guys, get me to 50 likes and we're going to be starting the stream. Star. Whoa, that was a lot of stars. That was at least 20 stars. Thank you, Luna. I appreciate that. Or Lunar Eclipse, or Lunar Eclipse. That's a chill name. Star. There's so many stars. How many stars are we starring today? Star. I'll join you for all the stars. Star. Star on the rar. Rar on the star. All right, let me look emo. Star. 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 Stars are badass. They are cool. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor and get me to 50 likes. At 50 likes, I'm going to be officially starting the live stream, and you are all going to be watching as it begins. However, I am doing the parody satire meme thing where I am putting on emo makeup because even though I was the only emo live streamer that's ever existed on YouTube Shorts for like what I did here until every person alive saw that I did well. And then if you guys don't notice right now, every single person on the YouTube live shorts, like every other person is just like some discounted fake emo kid that's just like playing off of what I did, which mine wasn't a joke. I actually looked like an attractive emo kid. I didn't look like a meme of an emo kid. I get that I was memed, but at least I was an attractive emo kid when I was memed. All those other discounted YouTubers that are currently doing all their live streams being fake emos, I was the first person on YouTube Shorts to be an emo in the shorts thing or whatever, and everyone memed me, and now it just makes me sad because honestly, it just makes me sad to see how unoriginal people are. And I'm about to show you how unoriginal people are and talentless people are, and how much people have absolutely no skill. And the only way that I'm able to do that is with Taking Back 2007 Season 3, where I'm literally teaching you guys real world skills on these live streams. And people like that do the fake memeing emo stuff don't have the physical ability to teach you guys how to do real actual world things because they're talentless and have no skill whatsoever or the ability to create anything themselves. So with that being said, I actually had talent and skill enough to come up with an original idea on what to live stream, unlike all of the other completely talentless people that are honestly just wasting your time even being live right now by looking at them because God, it was so dead today. I looked at the live streams for like 30 seconds, and the only people that were live streaming are just fake emos. That's it. And then the fake Johnny Gilbert live stream. That Johnny Gilbert live stream, let it be known, that's not actually Johnny Gilbert live streaming. That's just a rerun of him, and everyone that subscribed and watched him and been a part of that live stream, I'm sorry to say, but that's not him live streaming. I'm sorry. Ooh. All right, continuing on, guys. Let me meme the most memey emo. I'm not even an emo. That's the worst part about all of this. I'm truly not even an emo. Stars. You guys all want the stars, but I'm only giving you guys stars for stars, but also that's Lunar, so I'll give her a couple more. Star, star, star. Guys, at 50 likes, I'm going to be officially starting the live stream because the live stream hasn't even started yet. This is the pre-stream where I'm putting makeup on and looking emo, where you guys have no back context to what we're doing at all. At 50 likes is when we're going to be doing something crazy. So if you guys could just do me the favor and just get me to 50 likes, honestly, because I don't really want to wait any longer. I've waited long enough. If you guys could just hit that like button if you're watching, hit that double tap that screen and just make it happen, you know? Make it happen. Ooh woo. I actually had a guy one point when he was doing his eyeliner or whatever. He ended up crying or whatever, and he was this really big manly dude, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I had a friend, and he ended up wanting to wear eyeliner for a moment, and when he put eyeliner on, he was like crying because he's like, "This hurts my eyes. How do you do this every day? You're sick. What's wrong with you?" Smitty, tell me it's a joke. Let's double tap the screen. I don't know. Is Smitty joking? What is he even saying? Guys, we're only 10 likes away from starting this live stream, and I am not ready for this. I am not ready. I know that you guys are liking this ready, but like, could you guys like this at like a slightly lower, slower speed? I can't get to 50 likes this quickly, guys. Can you guys like just keep us at 40 likes for like 30 seconds, okay? Give me like 30 seconds to finish this emo look because I really want a full send today's stream. It's going to be pretty decent. Yeah, it's going to be a decent stream. We'll do all right. It won't be the worst thing anyone's ever seen. All right, we'll need this one. God, I am going to unalive one of these days. It's Phantom's fault. Ooh. All right. go. All right, there's one. There's two. Thank you for the ooh-woo. Every time you guys hit that subscribe button, give it a like, favorite. Guys, if you guys want to subscribe now, get me to 50 likes. At 50 likes, we're going to be starting this, however. Just give me a moment. But yeah, 50 likes, we're going to be starting Taking Back 2007 Season 3. I had a new idea. I decided to go make it happen because every person on the YouTube lives here, honestly, they're just wasting your time streaming complete, utter garbage nonsense BS that won't give you anything of real world value. However, my live streams are about to be teaching and informative, and we're going to do something together. And this is going to be a group project that we do with me and all of you guys, and you're all going to be learning something along the way. And I'm going to give you all a valuable piece of life advice if you guys do enjoy watching the live streams. And I promise that there will be something for everyone at some point eventually, at least if you enjoy what I do, you know what I mean? It's not going to be like a school because no, in no way, shape, or form am I a teacher. However, I'll teach you all of the things you don't need to know how to do in life. And that's going to be at 50 likes once we complete everything. Let me just put in some Taking Back 2007 hair powder right here. Again, this makes my hair fall out. Don't use hair powder. Use a dry shampoo, a texturizing dry shampoo. Do not use hair powder, ladies and gentlemen. It makes your hair fall out. I just wanted to be the one to tell you guys that. All right. I need this. I need this right here. Do some of this. Do some spritz. 100% hair falling out. 100%. My hair's falling out forever because I used hair powder from some guy with green hair, and he failed to mention the fact that it's literally just Chinese fake product, and actually falsely advertised and said that he handmade all of his product when I know for a fact it was being made in China the whole time. That's actually lying to your consumers, by the way, and you actually probably owe them all a refund. I know PayPal already refund $500,000 of your product, but you illegally sold it to people as well. Every person that bought your product illegally purchased it because you lied when you advertised to them. And I hope that I hope you see that one through, my ladies and gentlemen. If you have ever been lied to buying a product before by a man like that, just know that, good God, my distaste for him will never go away for my entire life. I will always find him talentless and utterly the worst father I've ever seen in my life. All right, let's put some hairspray. Again, use dry hairspray. Don't use hair powder. It will make your hair fall out. It will start. Oh, are we at 50 likes already? All right, cool. All right, guys, we are going to be starting Taking Back 2007. It smells so good, too. How could you not like this? All right, there we go. And then, all right, that's good. That's good. Oh. There we go. God, are we going to style this? We're going to make this hair go straight up. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, guys, we are officially starting Taking Back 2007. Get on in here, guys. Chapter 3. We're about to head in the other room. I'm about to show you guys how to be an awesome emo guy of ooh woo. But before we start, for the 85 people watching, let's gaslight some people into thinking I have face tattoos, but I just don't make stupid decisions, to be honest with you, so I don't have any face tattoos. We're going to go with stars today because that's just what we do. And if you guys want to know, yes, my mail order bride did, however, send me a video and a message today. And my mail order bride told me that she was doing very well today. So shout out to her. I haven't spoken to her in a couple years because it's been days, months, weeks. I don't remember. Do you guys remember my mail order bride? She was such a nice person. Such a chill girl. Such a chill girl. She called me up today to let me know that she was sad. I'm sorry you're sad, mail order bride. I hope you're doing well in whatever country you're from. I have the weirdest relationship with all of my friends. I think I'm married like 6 times over again to everyone. All right, we're starting this. Let me finish this. Time to go. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get on in this live stream because starting right now is officially Taking Back 2007. Season 3 is beginning right now, and it's going to end up in a completely different place with a new set of rules and a new everything. I'm going to be reinventing streaming from the ground up as soon as I move with my plans and my ideas. However, I couldn't leave you guys in hanging. I had to show you guys one thing, and that was something you have all been waiting for several months now, and something that I've been promising for all of you guys to happen again and again and again. And I've never made it happen, so I owe each and every one of you guys this, and you guys have done well to follow through with this because, you know, we're here now. Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Ladies, gentlemen, and others, without further ado, welcome one, welcome all to Taking Back 2007, Season 3, where today I decided to just go ahead and put something ridiculous inside of my room here because at the end of the day, this is a filming studio in which I can drive vehicles inside of because this isn't your normal house anymore, ladies and gentlemen. This is officially a new studio in which we have not one, but we have purchased 2 motorcycles, ladies and gentlemen, that I am going to be rebuilding on these live streams from the ground up by hand. Every single bit of these. And I bought something for both of you guys that love things out there. I got a 2-stroke KTM as well as a 4-stroke Honda. And these 2 motorcycles do not work, do not run, do not have absolutely anything that works about them. And I'm going to fix them up in Godspeed time. Honestly, Godspeed time. I do these really quickly. The longest thing it's going to take to do to fix these is just, well, it's going to be finding my tools on the ground. That's going to be the most difficult thing. However, let me tell you a little bit about these stallions right here, these absolute beasts, and how I got them in my house. I haven't seen a fumble this hard since 2007. I mean, it's not a fumble. I'm just talking to guys about how I get to live stream and make money at the same time by fixing these things for fun. It's a win-win. That's a double win right there. I did this to an Enduro. That's so cool. Yes. Well, I just did it because, again, I got a really good deal. I got both of these bikes for dirt cheap. I got them for very, very, very cheap. And the story is that this one fell in the guy's yard, and it just fell on the side, and he just left it there, and he never touched it again. And then this was like his dad's bike that passed away, this XL in the back. I like the XL. The 125 4-stroke is going to be the one that I would probably end up keeping. However, we're going to probably blow up this KTM a few times. I'm going to get some new plastics for it. I don't know what it needs. I haven't even looked at them yet, so that's kind of what we're going to do right now. We have to look at them and figure out what we need for pieces, what's even broken on them, but honestly, I think I know what's broken on them already immediately. The very first thing that you need to do. I've noticed this one needs, honestly, maybe we'll just take a look, because I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys exactly what this one needs. I'll show you everything about the ooh-woos. All right, so this one clearly it needs grips. However, it needs a new throttle because this throttle is completely stuck. And I was looking into it, and he jacked up the throttle. So this is completely pointless. Don't bother with it level throttle. I might bother with it. I might try and fix it, to be honest. Also, the carburetor is going to need to be fixed on these. The seats are just junked. I'll have to get some new seat things. Those are complete junk. We're going to have to clean out the carb, clean out brand new air filters in them, get some new plastics in them, get all of that stuff. But yeah, now I have 2 dirt bikes that I'm going to probably fix in record time. So I would say give me about a week, and they should both be fully fixed and finished. Ooh. Trade a starter alternative job for an enduro. Working on bikes is cool. I got bored, to be honest, and I wanted a dirt bike since, like, I'm gonna be real with you, chat. Now I can just ride a dirt bike now, so I bought one. I bought 2 dirt bikes, and I'm gonna use them both, and then I'm gonna fix them. And going to get rid of one of them. I don't want the KTM, to be honest. I'm probably going to keep the Honda. But with that being said, if the KTM drives way better, we'll keep the KTM, get rid of the Honda. But I've never had good luck with two-strokes. I've blown them all up very quickly because I ride them like hell out of earth. Like, the way I drive a two-stroke is just I am ringing that thing to absolute oblivion, and me and two-strokes are a bad idea. You'll see, chat. You will all see why me and two-strokes are a bad idea. This thing will not leave anywhere with the front tire ever touching the ground for the rest of its entire life. We will only be wheeling it forever. I have a TTR 230. Dude, that's a nice bike. That's a reliable bike right there at 230. And then also changing the carb and getting parts for something like that is unreasonably nice. We have a mystery bike, bro. That Honda 125S right there. What's even in this thing? It looks like the most ratty bike ever. It's such, but it's so clean too. It's also so clean because that's like an 80, I think it's like an 86 or something like that. I think this is a 2000. I think it's a 2000 KTM 65 two-stroke, and then we got the 125 there. So we're going to fix them up. We're going to make them exist. I got to change the plastics on this one. I got to get rid of them and put new ones on and clean the carb and go through everything. It's a two-stroke. It's easy to go through. And we're going to go through it right now because, yeah, we're just going to do it. It'll take us, like, not that long. It'll take us a reasonable amount of time. And then also I'll be able to live stream because I haven't been able to live stream very often. I've been, like, way too busy recently. I haven't even been home. I've just been gone, which is sad. Boom. Ba-doom. Hey, what's up, Sylvia? Where's the doggo? Come here, puppy. Doggo, you're gonna be a part of this. You're gonna be a part of this. I love you, doggo. Guys, look at how cute the doggo is. I want you to all look at how cute my doggo is. This is a cute little doggo. Her name is Floof. She is a floofy dog. I am a floofy dog. Wah! You're so cool, Floof. All right, Floof, you get on there. All right, there you go. You enjoy yourself, Floof. You stay there. Sylvia. Sylvia looks concerned. Sylvia, we're going to put you on here as well. There we go. Actually, let me make this more concerning. I want to be a part of this as well. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I did bring motorcycles into my home with a bunch of animals. However, that's just what you do at Taking Back 2007. You always just bring animals and motorcycles together. They belong together. That's like anything. That's like anything in the world that belongs with something else. What's up, TC Dan? What's up, Brandy? How you doing? Start the KTM if it runs. There's no starting these. These are serious work. These were $250 each. These are as cheap gets. These are not in any way, shape, or form running vehicles currently. We're going to make them run. I got to unstick the throttle. I got to make sure that it's not stuck. There's no kickstart on this either. There's a kickstart on that one, but I haven't even kicked them over yet. I have no idea if there's compression on these. I have no idea whatsoever if there's any of that. Sell the cat? No, I'm keeping the cat. I'm keeping both my cats. My cats are just cooler than anything in the world. My cats are the coolest thing in the entire existence. In fact, I'm going to go get Panda. Panda can drive on water, and you know what? Trust me, bro. I saw it happen. Hi, Panda. Hi, Sylvie. Sylvia, do you like hanging out with the doggo? Where's Panda go? There's no room for Panda now. Now Panda can't even fit. Where's he gonna go? These are a project I'm here for. Good. Sell the cat. I want you to give me the cat. This cat right here costs more than your house, probably. More than your car, probably. More than a lot of things. This is actually the most expensive thing that I own. This right here. This is by far the most expensive thing that I own. And it's my animal because honestly, animals kind of own you as an owner. Whenever you get an animal, you don't really choose it, you just accept it. And once you have an animal, you take care of it. Yo, what's up, Super D? How you doing? Sitting there like, hey, let's ride. Well, Sylvia, or no, Panda actually. Panda does ride on motorcycles. He does. I have driven Panda on motorcycles before. He will allow it to happen. Sylvia and Floof will probably not. I could teach Floof, but Sylvia is a no-go on the motorcycles. Sylvia will not allow me to put her anywhere near a motorcycle. But Panda will. Panda will. Hi, Floof. You look so cool, Floof. You're just hanging out on the motorcycle, enjoying yourself. All right, we'll trade. I'll give Panda your spot. Come here, Floof. Panda can have it. You get to host with me, Floof. You get to be the host of the show. All right, tell them what's going on, Floof. What are we doing here? Sitting there like, let's ride. Let's do this. Did you want to ride your motorcycle, Floof? Did you want to ride your motorcycle, Floof? I'm gonna hold you, Floof. I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna hold you. I'm holding you, Floof. Oh, wow! Hello, Floof, 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 Floof. Doggo. You were a part of my shirt right there. Don't be a part of my shirt. There's some cool bikes you have in the background. Thank you. I recently got them because I wanted to do wheelies with them and then sell them once I'm done with them. Well, only one of them. I only need one. I don't need two. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, these are the first. These are going to be the crappiest motorcycles that we have. And I don't plan on stopping until we get some really cool ones. So this will be a project that we just work on in the background. If we ever say we're bored and we don't know what to stream, this is what we're going to be streaming, is just working on the vehicles and fixing stuff. But we're going to be doing it from a new location because unfortunately I had to move, so I'm in the middle of trying to move all of my stuff. Find the dog because I think someone stole my dog. Bro, yeah, I stole your dog. This is your dog, brother, Noah. I stole your dog. Come get it back. Come take your dog back, brother Noah. I stole this dog from you. Fix and flip for something better. Yeah, that's what we're going to do with these toys. I mean, again, this is kind of just like a me project. This isn't really like a, this is kind of just a me side project because I had the ability to get some cheap dirt bikes and we can just work on them for fun and I can have a dirt bike. That's a win-win. But I also had to put on the emo eyeliner because I needed you guys to know that, you know, I'm a talentless, awful, worthless emo that can't do anything while we fix these motorcycles together. All right, Floof. You a good? You a good little Floof? You a good little Floof? Are you a good little Floof? Are you a good little Floof? Hello. Floof's been so snuggly recently. Floof has been very snuggly of a doggo. 10 out of 10 to you, Floofos. There you go, Floof. Have a treat. Enjoy yourself, Fluffle Floofle. Yo, Panda. What's up, Sylvia? Alright, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, in order to fix this, I did have to go to the store and buy something, and I'm here to share with you guys exactly what I needed to buy in order to fix these two vehicles. This is technically the only thing that I need to get both of these vehicles to run if I really don't care. Like, if I just give up and do not care at all, this is the entirety of what I needed to make this run. I needed this bucket from Harbor Freight. I needed these needle nose because for some reason all of mine are just gone. I don't know what happened to them. I needed this carburetor cleaner because I just don't have any. I needed this WD-40 because the cylinders are definitely frozen solid. I hope there's compression in those rings. We're going to make sure there is. All right, without further ado, let's just tear this bike apart. Who genuinely cares? Let's tear this whole thing apart and let's show you guys. Me tearing it apart, me getting into it, and you guys just being there for the trip. All right. With this being said, guys, let's take a look. Hi, Panda. What's up, Panda? How you doing, Panda? You're so cute, Panda. All right, so the first thing that we're going to want to do here, and I'm going to explain this for anyone that might not potentially know what we are looking at, and this is actually the exact same on every single, like, old vehicle, most vehicles, actually, like, motorcycle-wise, if it was built before 2007. It probably has a carburetor, and it probably runs about the same. How did you get over here, Panda? Hey, Panda. Panda, you're more interesting than these motorcycles. I just want to watch you for a moment. What are you doing? You're a good boy, Panda. You're a good boy, Panda. You can do whatever you want, Panda. I don't care at all. You can do anything you ever desire. Whatever your dreams are, Panda, make them happen. All right, so let me explain what we're doing, chat. All right, here's how it works, chat. If you want a vehicle to run that hasn't run in like 74 years, you need three things, chat. Remember these three things. You need compression, you need spark, and technically you need air and timing, but like, you know what I mean? You don't need timing on a two-stroke. You can just blow it up and have fun with it. So in order to blow this up and have fun with it, we're going to have to get in there and remove the carburetor, which is this little piece stuck in there. So I'm going to have to flip the bike around there. But first I want to see if it even has compression. So let's do a compression check, because I actually haven't checked anything on these bikes at all. I don't know literally anything about these bikes whatsoever, so I want to see if the KTM at least has compression, at least a bit. I know these bikes don't have much, though. They don't have a crazy amount of compression, but like... That's in neutral. What we want to see is when I put it in gear, we want the front wheel to just not move very much. The harder the front wheel is to move, the better the chance that this bike will run is. Again, I'm going to make it run no matter what. It doesn't matter if this thing is blown into 6 pieces, but it will save us a significant amount of time and money if this front wheel does not move very easily. And that's what we're going to hope for. We're going to put it in first gear. I think it's down one. No, it's not down. Is it down? Okay, there we go. Oh! Okay, yeah, this will run just fine. Chat, good lord, I stole this bike pretty much at this point. Chat, I paid $250 for that KTM, and it has that much compression in it. I paid $250 for a carb clean special KTM with plastics that need to be cleaned. That's ridiculous. And then I just got the Honda because it's, again, I spent $500 on both of these. That's such a good deal. You guys have no idea watching this, but the fact that that had that much compression means that this guy didn't scam me and resell me a already blown up like motorcycle. Chat, we already succeeded right there because... yeah, we didn't get scammed. These are both completely fine to go. We just gotta clean the carbs. Literally, I think clean the carb and they can dry. We'll get an air filter, but like, let's just clean the carb. Let's stop talking. Well, does this one work? Does this one have... well, this one needs other stuff. We'll get to that one later. I don't really care about the 4-stroke because honestly, we only can fix one. Actually, chat, this is up to you, chat. Do you guys want me to fix the KTM first, or do you guys want me to fix the Honda first? Which one, the 4-stroke or the 2-stroke? I'm saying 2-stroke first just because, honestly, the 2-stroke's ready to drive. Like, the 2-stroke is way easier to get going than the 4-stroke's gonna be. Actually, no, they're both about the same. I don't know. What do you guys want? What do you guys want? Do you want the Honda or do you want the KTM to be running first? Which one do we get to first? You want the 2-stroke. All right, Kiki said it, 2-stroke. Fix the KTM first and sell it. Done. That's my plan. I do need to fix the KTM and sell it. I just don't want to keep it. But honestly, dude, that had so much compression. We might keep the KTM for like a couple weeks. Because I've had them before. We might keep the KTM for a couple weeks if it's really running toppity. Because I want to do some insane wheelies on that thing. And I want to just go crazy. But also the 4-stroke exists and we can just be an old man and not blow it up. But KTM, let's get it going. I don't care about anything. I just want to get this KTM going. Oh. Oh. Hello, Panda. How are you, my friend? All right, boom. Put it this way. Hi, Panda. Sorry I just kicked you, buddy. I did not mean to kick you, Panda. Well, not kick you, but kick the chair. Right, this thing doesn't have a kickstand because it's a cool dirt bike. The cooler the dirt bike, the less kickstands they have. You guys should know this. That's why this one has a kickstand. The Honda has one because it's not a cool bike. Ooh. I can't wait to get into some of these bigger bikes. Like, I'm gonna love to show you guys how to rebuild like a Ducati. My God, I'd love to get like a 1200 or something, just a hyper motard. I would love to show you guys how to rebuild a Ducati. That would be 10 out of 10. I would enjoy that. Oh. But also Ducatis have special tools. Actually, I have most of the special tools for a Ducati. I have most of them, so it's not too bad. Honestly, yeah, that's fine. All right, Panda. I love you, Panda. I love you so much, Panda. But I've got to put you. I've got to put you there because I need to sit right there. Whoa. Let's take this out. Let's clean the carb. Let's get this going. Let's see what's up with it. Such an old man. Boom. Hello, everyone. All right, so what we're going to be looking at today is this right here is the exhaust. We don't care about that. It's fine. You might also notice how the exhaust is bigger on the 2-stroke, and that's just because 2-strokes are just for cool people. If you're cool, you have a 2-stroke, but you also can't drive your 2-stroke because you're always doing what I'm doing right now, which is just going to be rebuilding. Ooh woo. All right, actually, on a real note, I do want to tear into this thing, so. Ooh, laughing seal emoji. You guys see Panda? Panda's not allowing that to happen. Panda doesn't want us to fix this bike. Honestly, I kind of like how distracted I'm getting because it's just funny. Alright. I think I need a Phillips head for that. Yeah, that looks like a Phillips head. Oh, this is a dirty air filter. Good gosh. That's what she said. Who's a dirty air filter? You're a dirty air filter. Yeah, such a dirty air filter. Good gracious. Ew. Ew. Gross air filter. Gross air filter. It's such a gross air filter. It's disgusting. That's why I bought this bucket. This bucket's actually also doubling as a trash can because there's going to be a bunch of gross things coming in this house. So this is going to be Trash Can Coon, and we're going to fill up his mouth with the air filter. Oh, that is just nasty. All right. Where is a glove? There we go. You guys convinced me to get these gloves. Park the bus. It's time to put that bus away, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to put that bus away, ladies and gentlemen. Take that bus and put it away because I don't know where to put you. Panda's already watching on the other side. I love you, Sylvia, but there's no room for you here. But I'm gonna let you guys see Panda. There you guys go. You guys get Panda access. Panda's more important than anything. All right. Let me just throw out all of this disgusting old air filter. This is what happens if you guys have old air filter. This is why it's gonna run so good. Like if the air filter looks like this, you know it's a disgusting pile of trash, which is just what I want. There we go. I was trying to do this live stream really early. It's just, I've been gone all day. I finally was able to get back, so started up the stream. Boom, got to get all my stuff moved out of here. You have a Yamaha. Do you like your Yamaha? Is it cool? Is it exciting? Do you enjoy your Yamaha? Is it your favorite thing in the entire world? Also, if you guys could do me a favor, hit that like button. Get us to 100 likes. At 100 likes, I'm just existing, my friends. I'm just existing. Also, I turned on all the donations because I want to be able to see how horrible leaving things like the snow machine on are while I'm trying to fix something. I know it's going to come to bite me in the A one of these days when I'm doing something frustrating and someone's just like, ha, let's really mess with them. I'll allow that permanently. You guys can mess with me all you want. All right. I just got to remove this, but that's all just, it's kind of just cracking apart because it's so old, which again is not like a problem. It can crack apart. Where is like a Phillips head? I just need a Phillips head. Give me any screwdriver that's existing. Do you own a screwdriver? Sweetheart, is there a screwdriver in this house? Oh God, no. Don't respond. Where is... No. Alright, I think I found a screwdriver, guys. Hi, Panda. What's up, guys? Panda's watching and waiting. He's ready, bro. Panda is just ready. You see him? He's so ready for this. Panda's never been so ready for this. I'm going to leave just Panda Corner. Panda deserves Panda Corner. There we go. All right. With that being said, I do need to kind of... One sec. I need a different one. I need 2 screwdrivers. Sylvia, how you doing, kitty cat? You're such an adorable little cat. Yo, I like that Panda's just hanging out. Yo, and I got my stream just hanging out. This is perfect. I just got you guys hanging out with me. I'm able to work on the bike. I'm able to chill. Wow, life is great. What's up, puppy? What you want? Doggo, I took you out purposefully directly before streaming so that you wouldn't squeak, but... That's fine, doggo. You'll just wait another like 45 minutes because you can hold going to the bathroom for more than 40 minutes every day, doggo. You can go 1 hour. You can go 1 hour without going to the bathroom. I believe in you. I have the most hope in you in the entire world, doggo. Actually, I think I let you out mid-stream. It's been 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I need to teach my dog how to hold his bladder for more than like 20 seconds. All right. Badoo. Badoo. Try easing it off. Can I pop it off? But no one needs to see this. Look the other way, chat. We're just secretly popping off the boot. I know that this isn't the greatest idea, but I also didn't like the position of this. Is it really that? Really? It's a flathead? Yo, I was actually looking at the back of the screw. These screws are so small. I'm not used to how tiny these things are. Wow. That is a flathead, bro. That's crazy. All right, here we go. Boom. What's up, chat? How you guys doing? I'm glad that you guys are hanging out with me, having a good time. Hopefully enjoying yourselves and just spreading some positivity in the chat. God, does the chat kind of need some positivity, so you guys are joining. Be nice to each other. Have a good time and just be respectful. That's about it. Be respectful of one another. All right. I don't care. I need this off. Philip's head is there. Boom. Boom. We'll get this going. Actually, I could just sneak off the carb and we could clean that. To be honest with you, I don't think taking off the actual thing is correct. I think sneaking it out of here is fine. We can get away with that. Come here, carburetor. This needs to be closed all the way. Don't leak oil everywhere, please. Oh, there's nothing. Good. That's good. There we go. And then... Sup, chat? Panda's watching and waiting. Panda's just awesome. I love Panda. Panda and me are like best friends. Alright, are you gonna make me take off the air box? Really? Alright, yeah, you are. Alright, fine. We're taking off the air box to get into the carb chat just because, honestly, I kind of do want to clean out the air box anyways. It could use a little bit of love. Could use a little love. There we go. Why is this so broken? Chat, this is such a nice bike. Like, this has all the pieces that you would need on it. It makes me feel so bad that I was able to get this for such a cheap price and just... It's fantastic. I give this bike a 10 out of 10. Maybe even an 11 out of an 11. A 20 out of 20. A 30 out of 30. You guys need to be able to see everything going on. Ooh. Hello everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Sorry guys, I've just been like, I've had a day. Kind of tired, but not really like too tired. Not like insane levels. Do I actually want to take these off? Because then I have to put them back on. Do I even want to put the plastics on? Do we just take the plastics off and leave them off? What's up, Abby? How you doing, my friend? Welcome. Oh, this is just what I do for fun, to be honest, chat. This is just something that's chill to me. What is this? Honestly, the chain is... It's not great, but that's... I've felt worse chains. There's nothing terrible about this. Yeah, that's as frozen as could be. That throttle is fully frozen. I'm probably going to have to get a new throttle because I don't know if that one's WD-able. I do need to throw some WD in the head, though, in a moment, once I pull out the spark plug. Oh, this is fun. Exciting. Let me take this off. What's on this? Just trash bolts. I took one off, chat. Put all the bolts on the table here. Where's the 10 mil? Is this a 10 mil? No, it's an 11. Okay, I accept that. That's fine. What I need. What's up, chat? How you guys hanging? Guys enjoying yourself? It's never just cleaning the carb. Well, yeah, no, I also got to do the throttle. I got to go through the gas tank and clean it a little. But luckily there was no gas in it, so it might actually be a clean tank. But we're about to find out in a moment. I hope it's a clean tank. If it's a clean tank, that's actually great information. Oh, yeah. That tank is fully empty, my friend. They completely emptied the tank before they were done with it, so that is just good information. So yeah, when's the tour start? Oh, you guys want to see it? I'll show you guys the bikes. Got little Panda in the background. He's just watching, making sure everything's going well, because Panda watches over me, makes sure that I know what I'm doing all the time, and if I ever forget what I'm doing, he reminds me. Panda, I'm so glad that you are not in the way, but I almost just ate you with this bike, Panda. I almost just fully ate you with this bike, Panda. You wouldn't have even seen it coming, Panda. I'm sorry. Panda's looking at his life right now. He's just like, what just happened, bro? Where did it go? Alright, let's try this again. Can this fit? No, that's not gonna fit. I thought I was gonna get lucky. There's no such thing as lucky here. Sold to Panda. There you go, Panda. Have the sold sign. That was off my car. That sold sign came with my Tesla when I bought it. RIP to the Tesla. It's gone forever. That was for people that cared about not having engines, but now you guys all see why I bought a Tesla, right? Every single one of you guys are looking at me and you're understanding now. It's starting to click in your brain that I've done this 3,682,000 times, and the reason that I purchased a Tesla for myself after I made all that money is because, and again, I bought it like 4 years ago. It's because I vowed to myself to never work on another vehicle as long as I lived ever again, and I realized that even if you hate something, over time you grow to love it again. And I think that's me with like mechanics and like all of the stuff that I rebuild and fix is just, as much as I hate doing it, God, do I love doing it. You know what I mean? It's just fun. But it's also annoying. It's horribly annoying. All right, let's get this carburetor done. I need to find some pieces. And they're going to be in this right here. This is where all of the pieces that I am going to be looking for are hiding. You see, if we need to take this off, we can just use this. No, we can't. We absolutely can't. We absolutely can't. I have to use sockets. They're going to force me to use sockets. I don't want to use sockets. Don't make me use a socket. That's a 10. It's an 11. Why is it an 11? Why would you put an 11 on there? What type of sick man are you to put an 11 on there? Of course, the KTM is the one with just the horrible bolts on it from random nowhere land. You think they would put an 11 on something like a Honda? No, I bet there is no 11s on that Honda entirely. I bet you this 10 fits the Honda. I bet you this 10... Yes? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. The 10 fits the Honda. The Honda makes sense. This is why I like to fix Hondas. They just use the same bolts for absolutely everything, and you don't have to like lose your third leg in order to fix the vehicle just because they decide that absolutely everything from Italy needs to have special tooling and calibration. And like, bro, you got to strum the Ducati like, oh god. At one point I had to strum like a guitar my Ducati so that I could get the timing correct on it. There's a tension and you have to listen to it like a guitar and pitch it. And it was awful. Dude, this 10 millimeter would fix my entire bike right there. That Honda could be fixed with just this. This could fix that whole bike. That's why this KTM needs to be done now. Let's finish it. Let's get the KTM out of the way. I hate you, KTM. Just because of the bolt decision that you're making. You made this decision for all of us when you were made, KTM. Using crap, horrible bolts. What's up, Panda? There we go, chat. Is this 10 any different? No, this 10 is no different. How about this one? Does this fit? Does that not fit? Okay, so it's an 8? Do I even have an 8? Who has an 8 laying around? Who has an 8 millimeter socket that's just there ready? Not me. I don't. It's not even an 8. It's not even an 8, chat. All right, that's good. That's the one we needed. That'll literally take half this bike apart. This is what I needed, by the way. Yo, welcome, Sean Arnold, my friend. Welcome to Officially Emo, my man. I appreciate you joining. Thank you very much, my friend. Shout out to you. You are a hero, a legend, an absolute man. I got this power torque thing right here because I wanted to power my torque with a power torque of torque powers, because power make torque, torque powers, and of powery torques. Thank you for joining. Welcome to Officially Emo. I currently am looking for a bit because I thought that this was the smaller bit, but it's not. It goes into the bigger thing. And I'm going to just permanently connect these, and I'm going to drop that in there. And we're going to forget about that because that goes on my, good God, what does that go on? I think it goes on my, like, radius arm or whatever. The huge bolt on there was awesome. I'm Sean Wolf Viking Arnold from the Northern. You're from the North? Where are you from, my friend? If you are from the North, what part of the North are you from? I'm from the North. I tell you what, we're both from the North. The North is the place to be. It's just that if you live in the North, you have to deal with the cold, and you also have to just deal with being depressed all the time because it's only nice there for 2 months of the year. And even though it's miserable everywhere else in the world, you just move somewhere else in the world because you realize that how amazing the North is. Never truly last. Those summers get shorter and shorter every year, and they get hotter and hotter. Thinking to yourself, you're just like, it's getting even more hot, but it's still staying cold here constantly. And God, maybe I need to go back to the North again today. I'm on the way to the North, my friend Sean. I have the 8 right here. It's just a weird 8. Alright, let me find... I have a socket somewhere, like an adapter piece. I don't truly know where my socket adapter piece thingy is. And I don't think anyone's going to know where my socket adapter piece thingy is. That's sad. Alright, let's see. Socket adapter piece thingy. Is this a socket adapter piece thingy? No, that's not a socket adapter piece thingy. Why would that be a socket adapter piece thingy? Alright. Where are you, socket adapter thingy? Another 10. Is that any different? No, that's still different. Why are all of my sizes so different? I'm looking for my adapter. Where are you? Can this be an adapter? No, that can't be an adapter. I just need something that will adapt it. Honestly, I'm willing to do something sick at this point. And I never say this. I'm willing to use a ratchet with this. Where's a ratchet? I'm willing to use a ratchet. Good Lord knows I don't like to, but Oh, this is just broken? Yeah, that's pretty broken. This is a broken torque wrench. I guess I put too much torque in it. Golden coin, golden coin, golden coin, golden coin. I think everyone's enjoying the show. Thank you. Got a ton of niche interests as I've come to learn. Pretty much multi-talented. Whoa, red card. Whoa, red card. Whoa, red card. Well, I just love to create is the thing. I was an artist. I went to art school and I truly love to just create and I love to build things and I love to get interested in doing things because if I find an interest in something, I get obsessed with it and I get really good at it. And then I just give up on it forever. But I just like motorcycles and stuff because I like wheeling them, so it's a win-win for me, you know what I mean? Golden coin. I just need to find any sockets. There they are. They're over here. What's up, Doggo? Doggo, do you know where the sockets are? Here's another one. Alright. Sorry, I'm not used to using like small tools. I usually just have like the bigger ratchets and stuff and everything just works, so yeah. Yamaha, I don't have a Yamaha. This is a KTM, my friend. Sorry, let me make you guys stop thinking that it's like a Yamaha because I know it looks weird, but yeah, this is a KTM. There you go. There's the seat for you. That answers every question. I know it's not orange, my bad. I wish it was orange. Alright, there we go. That was so easy. That was unreasonable. All that effort for just that one turn 63 times. Oh, it's a KTM. Yeah, it's a KTM 65, but it's one of the older 65s, so it's still good, you know what I mean? This is the KTM 65 that they ended up making that is pre-hydraulic clutch. This has the cable clutch, and this is the one you want because the newer versions of the KTM 65 are the ones where they only have like KTM parts that like are like ungodly a pain and miniature and like horrible. But this is one of the older KTMs that actually has like, you know what I mean, like mechanical pieces that you can replace on them with like slightly more generic pieces or whatever, something like that. There's a something of a Bond. I don't have any Bond, my friend, but I wish you the best of luck with that. You enjoy yourself. That's a Repaw. What's a Repaw? What's a Repaw? A Repaw. Oh, a Ripper. Oh, a Ripper. Yeah, no, this is a two-stroke. This thing's going to be fun. I'm going to do some wheelies on it, my friend. Get this bike up in the air. Do some wheeling on it. For electronically assisted, everything took over. Yeah, I know. Love dirt bikes, dude. I do, too. I enjoy them. Sorry that I keep reading the chat instead of fixing this thing, but I just enjoy fixing stuff, to be honest with you. I have fun with it. I enjoy it. All right. Where is... I don't actually know where, but I'm going to guess it's this one. Maybe. Wow. We actually guessed correctly today, ladies and gentlemen. We guessed correctly. Oh. Come off, piece. We don't want you on here any longer. We want to see what's on here, which is AKA nothing. Oh. There we go. How do I get this out? I really have to twist this out. Come on. Come on. Get back in there. Get in there. Return to yourself. Boom. Wow. Life is wrenching and ripping dank. Dooner Velada Badabra, yes. Dirty bikes, not street bikes, yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I just like dirt bikes because, again, I had that big thing with like being a stunt biker, and honestly, I would have gotten really hurt had I continued to be like a stunt biker. And I kind of had to stop just because, like, again, I was just gonna get hurt if I was doing stunt bikes, unfortunately. I get too dangerous with them. I get way too dangerous, and I just stop caring. So the old man in me was like, "Yo, this guy. Maybe sport bikes aren't the best option anymore," which is good. Because, like, if I have a sport bike, I'm going to ring that thing as fast as it can go permanently and never slow down. Because it's just cool. I just like it. Excellent, ladies and gentlemen. Shattered every bone in your leg on a bike. I had an old bike story. I did, I think this was kind of like towards the end I ended up having a pretty bad crash because I was doing a wheelie on the highway and ended up hitting one of those like guardrails or whatever, like straight into one. And it's because like a huge gust of wind. I was going like 100 and something miles an hour doing a wheelie like down the highway, and a huge gust of wind took me and physically forced me into like the whatever it is. Yeah, we got two motorcycles here. We're rebuilding both of them, Mothman. We got a KTM 65 and then a old Honda motorcycle. And also, I didn't want to tell you guys, but I actually have a secret about the Honda motorcycle, which is why I want to keep it. And I'm going to tell you guys that are watching, and only you guys, and it's the only reason that I want to keep that motorcycle so bad in the back, that red one. I might just keep them both, to be honest with you. Like, who says we have to sell them? If you guys help me buy parts, then we can just keep them. But it's just the parts that are going to probably ruin me and make me have to sell one of them to buy the other one to keep it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where, like, we can fix one of them, and the other one will pay for both. So it's like a buy one, get one free if you go to fix it. Both, they're so nice. They actually are really nice. So this little KTM 65 is super clean. And then that Honda there. The reason I'm so like in love with that Honda back there, and none of you guys will get this, because yes, it's a slow, old, crappy, terrible Honda. That is a Honda 125S. So that's like a dual enduro motorcycle or whatever. Well, not really. It's a 125, you know. It's still like a kid's bike. Who cares? But like the reason I want to keep it so bad is that motorcycle back there is a Honda air-cooled 125 with 500 miles on it. It has 500 miles on it. That's it. It literally just has 500 miles. It's a 125S, so it's one of like the dual enduro thingies or whatever. But again, it's just an old Honda. It's gonna be super slow, super like beat up, but like it's gonna be perfect for taking around like, you know, the yard and whatnot, and like taking around the farm, feeding all the animals, doing all that stuff. So yeah, that's mainly why I got it, is like it's just gonna be really, really good to just have for whatever. That's a KTM. Yeah, this one's a KTM. That's a Honda in the background. Sorry, we have two of them. I think the hold sign is in the way. There you guys go. There's two of them. Ooh woo. Put the sold sign in there. That Honda's so nice. I can just pull the pieces out of it. You see, the Honda's better because it's not like this where we're removing things to take it off. The Honda, you don't have to remove anything. You can literally just start taking pieces off without removing anything because it's just such a big frame and such an old little bike. And that's why I love those bikes. Like anything easy to work on is truly, in my opinion, I love it more. And I actually got that bike as like a deal or whatever, because I just went to go pick up the KTM and the guy was like, oh, you know, my dad died. If you want, you can have his 125S. And I was just like, yeah, I work on bikes or whatever. I fix them for fun. And yeah, he gave me both of these bikes for $500. So I got two bikes, $250 a piece. $250 each bike, and that is a 500-mile bike, and this is a super clean KTM that like has enough compression to scare me. So again, like when we do go to sell these, or like once we're done with them, I am looking at making like this KTM with new plastics on it, and the fact that it's the good KTM that everyone wants. Everyone wants the older KTM that isn't trash and has all the new pieces. This will probably go for about $1,500 to $2,000 once I'm done with it. And then the one back there I could easily sell for like again like $1,500 if I just simply cleaned it really quickly. So the Honda's worth $4,000. Yeah, it'd be worth that if I were to like really clean it up. But the Honda again, I just want a bike for outside to just, you know, take from A to B, because there's a really big like property outside that I need to kind of get from side to side on, and it's only got 500 miles. Collector will take that for way more. Dude, don't sell it for that cheap. Well, exactly. That's why I just can't sell it. You know what I mean? Like, I have no problem selling the KTM being a nice, reliable bike. And honestly, I already have one of my friends wants to buy the KTM from me. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, depending on how much I put into it, I may sell it to him as long as, like, you know what I mean? It's like a decent deal for both of us because it's a really good bike, at least from what I've seen. But, like, the reason I'd sell it to him is because he just wants to ride dirt bikes with me. You know what I mean? That's just a win-win. That's a fun time for everyone. Yep, keep the Honda. Exactly. Keeping the Honda, and we are going to sell the KTM and probably pay for the Honda and the KTM with just selling the KTM and parts and stuff too. But the parts and stuff I order from like China and they're super cheap, and like I still have all my old contracts to get dirt cheap like supplies and parts and stuff, and I'm in messages right now. Me and Harbor Freight Tools are actually gonna like start sponsoring pretty soon. So I no longer will have an issue like finding tools or anything. Once Harbor Freight is able to, they're gonna be like sponsoring us, and we're gonna like get free tools and stuff because they used to sponsor my old motorcycle videos, and I reached out again. So high hopes that that will go well. I'm hoping, but again, I only reached out like very, very, very recently. So. They probably emailed me back by now. I just haven't even checked it yet. All right. Why am I taking that off? That doesn't even need to come off in any way, shape, or form. This does not need to come off. Sorry, guys. I got so distracted. I was just talking to you guys. You guys are way cooler than the motorcycle. You see, though, this is why I did this. I want to do longevity streams where we're just talking together, where I can teach you guys a thing or two, and we can just kind of have conversation about stuff that, like, we like. You know what I mean? And even if you guys don't know a single thing about motorcycles or how to fix things or how to build stuff, I will literally teach you guys how to rebuild an entire motorcycle, because I don't plan on these motorcycles needing nothing, to be honest with you. Like, if it's bad, we could easily toss a top end in this thing, and I will show you how to do that, like, real quickly. But I just like taking my time with things, you know, being easy on them, just being chill with things. And this thing's gonna need new plastics, so we'll actually, I'm gonna burn the plastics first. I'm gonna see if they burn well, because if they burn good, I'll just throw a sticker kit on them, because you can burn plastics to look new again if they look all faded and they're all beat up. It does make them a little more brittle, but if you just have like a torch or something, you can just hold it against old plastics and they will look. Sometimes it'll fix it, sometimes it won't, but I'm going to give it a go just to see if I can save a little bit of extra money putting it into the KTM there, because honestly, the KTM is just such a minty, fiery, fresh beast. And Sylvia's here. Sylvia wanted to join us. Sylvia was excited to say hello. Hi, Sylvie. You're such a cute cat. I got to get a seat cover for that XL thing over there. I don't even know what to call it. It's just a Honda. We're just going to call it an old beat-up Honda, because honestly, the thing I love about the Honda, guys, and I know that we're not working on the Honda. I love the Honda, though, because, bro, it's just, I know I'm going to blow up this KTM, and then I'm going to get sick of it after that. So the reason I love that Honda is because I know it will never blow up. At no point will I ever be fixing that. Could you make those videos, just the whole process, act like I don't know anything and teach me? Well, I mean, that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So what I'm doing is, once I remove this, I'm actually going to show you guys step by step exactly what's inside of a carburetor, because they are all almost the exact same, and you can literally use this in any vehicle you go to fix. So if you have an older vehicle and you like have any issues with it, I'd say 98% of the time you just need to clean the carburetor in it, and it will fix 100% of your issues. And when I say clean the carburetor, I mean clean your pilot jet. Clean your pilot jet, chat. Clean the pilot jet. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to show you guys in a minute. And if you guys have any lawnmowers, if you guys have any, like, anything that is not running over a year, boom. You don't need a license or insurance. Not to ride a dirt bike, dude. You can just ride a dirt bike. You don't need an insurance. You don't need license or anything. You can just literally drive a dirt bike. XL 185 blew up after a timing chain let loose. There's nothing you can do against that, man, Jeff. If your timing chain let loose, that is just, at the end of the day, you got to bite the bullet, bro. You knew that timing chain was going for a while. I'm going to show you guys the pilot jet. Don't you guys worry. make edits and post how-tos for each part, so, you know, when people look those up. Well, actually, what I was going to do, because I don't want to switch to only fixing things, you know what I mean? But I do want to also fix things. I'll do it, but again, I am a viral content creator, so I have to do things in a way that isn't necessarily just how-tos. You know what I mean? I have to step it up with that. I have to go above and beyond with just simply this is how to do it. Instead, I need to make it funny or like watchable so that like because again, like a lot of people don't realize, like I get like 10 to 50 to 100,000 views on every one of my shorts that I post daily. So I don't get those views by like only how-tos. You gotta put some like real thought into it. And I know some of my shorts aren't necessarily like things that I agree with a lot of the time, but the reason I post the shorts in the way that I do is I go with what's trending and what the algorithm is currently looking for, and I do my shorts in that way. So I'll do it, but just know it won't be exactly what we're talking about here. Because I could make a nice, easy how-to. It's just I won't get any views if I do it that way, unfortunately, because I've been a YouTuber for too long, and it's going to be hard to make the switch, chat. But we'll be making it slowly to just going crazy. Also, what do you guys want me to buy? Do you guys have any bikes or any projects you guys want me to look for? Because, like, again, we can buy anything. We can literally buy anything we want to fix and fix it. So if you guys have any, like, of your favorite old vehicles, anything in mind or anything that's cool, let me know, because I just enjoy fixing stuff. I've been having a really good time fixing my truck recently, and, like, honestly, I know that we've been sitting here staring at the carburetor for like 3 hours, saying that I was going to remove it in 2 seconds, but I just got so distracted talking to you guys, and that's the greatest thing ever, because that means we can live stream forever. Sylvia's sitting on me right now, in case any of you guys were wondering. Sylvia's just there, enjoying herself. All right. Yep. Sorry, we got to remove the plastics, which is a good thing because I got to burn the plastics too, so. And I'll show you guys every step, literally including burning plastics and how to make that happen. I will show you in case you guys want to. Honestly, if you guys ever pick up like a bike or something cheaper, if you guys have like an old dirt bike of some sort, I'd love to do it. My dad's family, we were car specialists, favorite dirt bikes. Dude, dirt bikes are just so fun. They're the most bro thing, you know what I mean? Dirt bikes are the most bro thing. Gotta run for a sec. Take your time, man. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time. And just join back whenever you'd like. Because honestly, I'm going to be live streaming like 24/7 a lot more now. Because I was finally able to move. I was finally able to take care of a bunch of stuff. And now that I'm just like free and chilling, I have some time to do live streams again. I have some time to just fix stuff and hang out with you guys. And yeah, I am kind of slightly like doing this at a slow way, but if I did this quickly, chat, this would be like a 20-minute live stream, and we would just be like, okay, well, what next? So I'd rather just take my time and kind of chill and chat with you guys. And if you guys do have any questions, again, I would love to answer any questions. Got those same slippers you were wearing. I'm embarrassed for us. Yeah, I got these slippers for, I got these slippers, golden coin. I got these slippers for Christmas. They were from my ex, and I told her they were the ugliest thing I've ever gotten as a present. Yeah, that was what I got for Christmas, was these slippers. And I lived in Florida at the time. Why did I need wool slippers for Christmas? My ex-wife knew nothing about me. God, I hated her. She literally got me the most useless, pointless things, and like it just showed Christmas-wise, because I got her like all of her childhood favorite stuff. Good God, does it show that she gave 0 Fs because she had no idea what she was getting me for presents. She literally just bought, I think she Googled like male Christmas present, what to buy, and then was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Because it was the most like impersonal Christmas presents I think I've ever gotten. And that's coming from a kid that grew up without like a family or Christmas usually, and I still thought it was awful. That speaks loud words, because I'm the most appreciative person ever when you give me a present, but I hate these slippers. That's why I'm still wearing them. It's because they're comfortable. I hate them. Ugh. Alright, almost out. Also, I'll show you guys how to repair plastics too. It's really easy to fix plastics that are broken. I don't really care about old plastics, though. I usually just replace them because they're the cheapest part to replace for the highest value back. Is this really... You really screwed in there too? That's just undoable, bro. This is just undoable. What's up, guys? Pilot jet. You married a sociopath. Happens. It's a pilot jet. I'm going to show you the pilot jet, Zach, and it's such an important jet. Let me take off this back piece. I'm sorry. It ended up being a lot more of a B word than I was willing to admit. It's a KTM. It's not... That Honda, you can wiggle out the car. This, I can wiggle it out, but the boot is so the boot is so fragile that if I were to wiggle this out, even with a little bit of lube, I would tear everything apart and make it unusable. And I want to kind of reuse the boot if I can with, like, you know, some love. So I'm just taking it all apart just because, yeah, it's going to need it. Good God, is it going to need it? I don't want to, but it's going to need it. Why does this take so long? Alright. Where is this bolt from? Oh. Alright, just not. Come on. Really? There's more bolts, bro? Why is there gotta be so many bolts? Give me a minute, chat. I'll be back in a minute. I gotta do this. Give me 1 sec. I'll play a new song for you guys. There you guys go. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, let's go.
Here's Sylvia.
Let's go. I'm on climb right now. Wouldn't it be
Have fun,
nice?
Sylvia. I'll be back in a
If
minute.
another came down, I just wanna go on a ride sometime. Sun's still out, but I'm out my mind. Got no map, still know my route. Everybody talking, I tune it out. Hands in the sky, feet off ground. Hold down room when I come around. 7-Eleven. Anime girl. Middle of the hill. Got. Sunset looking like a PS3 sky. Everybody laughing, nobody asking why. Cheap gas station drinks, 5 dudes, 1 ride. Whole world's broke, still feeling alright. Laugh too loud, windows down. Neighbors probably hate us now. Good, turn it louder. Cloud 9.
Anime girl.
Show that's man, let's win a bago.
What's up, guys? Yo, sorry I forced you guys to listen to my music that I deleted forever. I like the lady with the ooh-woo with the windows down. Thank you, I appreciate it. Mom don't know I'm awake right now. Good. Cat. Yeah, that is my cat, Sylvia. Sylvia's been snuggling me the whole time because she's just a good cat. I love her. Sylvia's just my favorite bro. She's the #1 bro that I've ever broed to bro. Cloud9, yeah. I made that song a while ago, but it's just, I won't be releasing it. It was just one of those songs that you make whenever you, like, yeah. Talk about the bikes. Honestly, yeah, I need to talk about the bikes. What is going on with the bikes? welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Taking Back 2007, where I wear oversized shirts that just... God, they don't look good when you're bending over like this, but I used to be 300 pounds, and I think that that's an accomplishment, knowing that I used to wear shirts like this, and they used to be small on me. Good God. That's the biggest accomplishment in the world. Honestly, shout out to me. Shout out to any of you guys if you're on a weight loss journey as well. I know that it is something that most people don't talk about until the very end, and honestly, it's kind of for a reason. Most people never talk about the weight loss journey until it's done with, because they're just like, oh, I lost all this weight, now what? There's no now what. You just, you get everything you think that you were going to get, but it just comes a little awkwardly in your life, you know what I mean? Once you lose all that weight, people will start treating you differently. People will start doing things for you differently. And people are going to be a whole lot more nice to you once you lose all the weight. But yeah. Ooh, woo. Come on. Get out of there. Really? There is no way that that's got to be moved too. I just refuse. I'm not moving the exhaust too. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm glad we removed that carb. And everything. Ugh. Exhaust pipe. I understand that you want to stay on there, but F off, exhaust pipe. F off. I'm not removing you. I don't care. That'll take an extra day that I don't have of just... Oh, there we go. We just moved it out the way. That's honestly all we needed to do. Hi, Sylvia. I'm not going to sit on this. Alright, now with this out the way, we can work our way into the carburetor. There we go. Oh, this is a genuine Mikuni carb too. This isn't even a Chinese carburetor. So this is genuinely just never been used. This thing just has low miles. Melancholy, we love you. Thank you. I appreciate the love. I'm gonna use your love to I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna use your love for. What's up, doggo? Alright. There we go. Get this thing out of here. Dog, I'll take you out in like 30 seconds. Give me a second, doggo. Give me a second. I take you out like 93 times a day. Oh, there we go. That's actually not that bad. Alright, chat, it's actually not that dirty. This bike might just start right up. This bike, it doesn't even have that dirty of a carb. It's a dirty carb, but yeah. Usually swap those cars out for a Nibi racing carb since they have easy adjust knobs. Dude, yes. Okay, this guy knows his stuff. Dark Reno, you know your stuff, my friend. Welcome to Taking Back 2007, a channel in which I just do a lot of stuff. I literally just do a lot of stuff here. You're always welcome, Dark, because you said something intelligent, which means that, God, do you have so much value to give to this planet. Good on you, bro. Got 2 DRZs? Yo, okay. I used to be into moto vlogging about 15 years ago, and none of you guys remember, but there was a guy named Jake the Garden Snake, and Jake the Garden Snake literally was the reason I bought a DRZ, and he was such a G. He was such a G. I went to the meetup and ride out or whatever with like, who was it? The Cha guy. You know what I'm talking about from California? Cha. Who was that guy? From San Bernardino. What was his name? The guy who drove the ZX6R. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? What was his name, though? have no idea what his name was. I forget what his name was. He used to make moto vlogs. He was a really chill YouTuber though. Really, really chill. All right, so I'll show you guys this in a moment. Let me go take my dog out. Give me a moment. Sorry, Doggo's like more important because it was squeaking, and I have to deal with Doggo when it squeaks. So you guys can have a kitty cat. Have fun with Sylvia. All right, Doggo, come on. Let's go outside. You gotta go to the bathroom, bud. Come on. All right, chat. I'll be back in a minute, chat. Who's a good doggo? You're such a good doggo. Who's a good boy? You're so cute, doggo. I love you. All right, get on there, doggo. It's time for you to help us clean a carburetor. Are you ready, doggo? And kitty cat and everyone else in the family. Honestly, chat, truly and utterly, chat, something you guys might not understand or might not miss is, ladies and gentlemen, how could a man such as myself be depressed when he is surrounded to the brim with animals and motorcycles? I don't think that there is anything less depressing in the entire world than getting to work on new motorcycles with your animals hanging out with you. I truly believe that this is peak evolution of life. This is what every man alive should strive to want to do, and that is every man alive needs to strive to want to buy crappy old dirt bikes, fix them up with their animals just floating around the house. That's how life should be. 2013 Husqvarna 449 and SX125. Dude, that SX must be fun, but is that just like a track bike, the SX? Because fixing those is a pain, but they're fun. Husqvarnas are nice. I had an old Husqvarna. Well, it wasn't old. It was actually brand new, but like I had it like 10 years ago. It was a really good bike. It was a what was it, like the 610, I think. 610, if I remember correctly. Husqvarna 610. It was a supermoto. Team Taking Back 2007. Yes. Well, I'm just taking back the ability to kind of find something interesting in live streams again. You know what I mean? A lot of the live streams are just like people memeing my old, like when I went famous and viral for everything I did, star. When I went famous and viral, everyone just, all they are is memeing me on like the live streams and pretending to actually do stuff. He is actually looking to sell those. Yeah, I am going to be selling. I'm going to sell the KTM once it's done. I just want to restore it first. I'm going to put some plastics and also, dude, these bikes are way nicer than I thought. Like, I got such an amazing deal. And the saddest thing ever is like, shout out to the person that sold them to me. Like, I'm sorry that your father passed away. As a man, I understand exactly how that is. But let it be known, chat, that even when the man went to sell me these motorcycles, he initially was going to sell me both of these for $100 each. And I ended up giving him $250 for each one, 500 in total, just because, again, at some point in life, you can't just rip someone off for no end. You know what I mean? Like, I ripped him off, don't get me wrong. $250 each for these is a great deal, but if I had given him $200 for these bikes, it would have like actually probably hurt me as a grown adult. So, yeah, I just couldn't physically do that because he was a really good guy, the guy that sold me these bikes. Really, really chill. XR70, XR100, TTR125 for my kids, XR250 and 600 for me. Dude, that's what I'm aiming to do. So even though I have the 125 back there, like again, like I was a stunt biker. I drive crazy bikes, but I really wanted to do a live stream where like 100% of the money we make and all of these things that we buy together, all of this I want to make with you guys and just get better and better stuff together. And this is just something that I want to do with my live streams because this way we can just, you know what I mean? Like we can secretly be creating like a stockpile of cooler and cooler stuff. And then also I can run the live streams at the same time and also just have a good time with it. Heaters, bro. They are heaters. All right, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you how to change a carburetor on any vehicle, actually. The carburetor is the same on every single vehicle you will ever find. It is barely different whatsoever. The only difference you will find is once you turn from single cylinder into dual or triple cylinder, etc. However many cylinders, you know what I mean? The only difference in carburetors is how many carburetor bowls there are, but all carburetors are basically the exact same thing. They get fuel from one place to another via a main jet and a pilot jet. The idea that you want to put in your head right now is that a pilot jet uses tiny fuel constantly to keep the idle going, and through the main jet it opens and closes so that you can put more and more fuel to make it race and go fast. So the go fast is the main jet, but the one that always gets plugged and like clogged or whatever is the pilot jet, the super small one that, like, you know what I mean? It's just super small. Hi. What's up, doggo? Here you go, doggo. There you go. Have some food. You enjoy that, doggo. Have a good time with it. Well, in fact, actually, doggo, I'm gonna give you some regular food too, because even though you had a treat, you could use some regular food, doggo. Come on, doggo. Wow. Here you go, buddy. There you go. You enjoy that, buddy. Ugh. You know, as much as I hate dogs, I ain't gonna lie. Having a dog is like having a best friend, because, like, at any time whatsoever, I can just take that dog pretty much anywhere I want with me. And she's just so adorable, you know what I mean? I can't ever get upset at that dog. That dog solely keeps me happy 24/7. Unless it explodes in the house. Good God. Good God, puppy. Please never explode in the house ever again. Every time she does, I just have to give up on life itself and walk away for a little while. Good God, having a puppy is not easy, chat. Having a puppy is not easy. Now, that's a gasket puller. You guys want to pull some gaskets? Who will? Alright. Alright. So, sorry, I'm going to show you guys what to do in a second. I'm just trying to find... I already knew what my issue was. It's finding a Phillips head that'll actually fit inside of here. Okay, this works. All right, so here's how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, if you guys have a lawnmower, if you guys have a go-kart, if you guys have anything for a child whatsoever that has a gasoline engine in it, if you notice that it stopped running and you put a new battery, or if you charge the battery and it just stopped running entirely, you literally just need to take this piece right here. It has a carburetor, and on the bottom of the carburetor for pretty much all of these bikes, there is 4 pilots right there, or 4 screws. Take out the 4 screws to drop the bowl. Once the bowl gets dropped, you'll be good. So let's drop the bowl and let's see what's in there for a moment. Again, you want to hold this above something, because in the bowl you will usually get some stuff that comes out. So while taking these off, if you're doing it inside of your home like me, make sure to do it above something where gasoline can fall, because F gasoline. This is literally the only thing basically wrong with it besides the throttle, by the way. And the brakes and everything, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, who cares about that stuff? That stuff's just, I can fix that. Who cares? There we go. This is pretty much what's wrong with every vehicle that ever goes missing on the marketplace ever, and this is what you dream of being fixable. Again, fixing this carburetor does not mean that it's going to run, but I'll show you guys what happens if it decides not to run. Maybe we'll get into a top end on this bike, which I would prefer not to, because who wants to rebuild a top end? Not me. But I will. I absolutely will if it comes to it. There we go. Okay, so, oh, this one's nasty. Okay. Ew. Chat, look at, this is why it's not running. This is what it looks like. This right here is why it's not running. All right, so what you're going to want to do is, the very first thing is get some paper towels, get some gloves. You're going to want to clean this out with carburetor cleaner because the bowl right here is usually going to have stuff. Don't drop the stuff in the bowl. However, nothing came out, so it's all still attached to this right now. You see like all this stuff here? You can just not touch that if you guys don't know what you're doing. It's best to not touch that. However, this right here floats so that all of the gasoline can come in, and then once it ends up floating to the top, it stops the gasoline from coming into this little jet right there. However, I gotta clean it, and then I'll show you guys more in detail every single piece of this carburetor. This right here is the main jet, and that right there is the pilot jet. The pilot jet is super small inside of that little hole right there, and that one's just awful. Absolutely awful. Tokertown carburetor. Hi, Bestie. What's up, Bestie? How's it going? Star. Whoa, that's a laughing sun emoji. Aha, 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 aha. I actually like that we are bringing like talent and skill to the live streaming section. It makes me happy. And also, it makes me happy to fix bikes. I just like working on stuff. At the end of the day, I just enjoy fixing stuff. It's fun. I enjoy tearing this stuff apart. This is where I get happy, guys. This is how I get happy. I'm offering $1,000 for a bike. Honestly, sure. Sure, if you want to give me $1,000 for one of these bikes right now, I'll sell you the KTM for $1,000. I won't even touch it right now. I'll sell you the KTM right now. $1,000, I won't even touch it. We'll make a deal right now, chat. Actually fixing more vehicles. Yeah, we're fixing more vehicles. I bought two dirt bikes right here because I wanted to fix some stuff. It was fun. You ever use a sewing needle on the pilot jet? I actually have a better trick. I have a better trick than that, Dark Reno. And I'm going to show the world, and I promise you it's so much better than a sewing needle. A sewing needle is a great idea. However, the reason you don't want to use a sewing needle inside of a pilot jet is because the metal is too hard of an object and can actually damage the inside of the pilot jet, because those are actually using some pretty thin metal and like some pretty weak metal. And the last thing you want to do is like open up your pilot jet even a hair of a little bit, because if you do that, it's just going to permanently high idle forever, and the only fix is just a new pilot jet. So yeah, just don't do that. Actually, no, you can do that. If you're at the point of using a sewing needle, do it, because if it's giving you that much trouble, do it. What I tend to do though is I use a wire from a bristle brush. If you have a metal brush with metal wire on the end, pull one of those wires off of the metal brush and go through it. And if you do it with a metal wire like that, it's actually the perfect way to make it happen. It was completely clogged and too thin. That happens on them. All of them get too clogged and too thin and too junked up and too janky and too franky wanky. I'm gonna clean this, but I kind of want to clean it outside, chat. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go blow this out outside, but I won't fully clean it, but I really want to clean this outside because it's gonna make a mess. It's gonna make a big mess. Clean it outside. Nah, I don't care. Honestly, this is my house and I'm moving and I already sold the place. I don't really care. Boop. I care 0%. All right. All right, I do something sick, chat. once I have the bowl filled on the bottom with carburetor cleaner, you see how it's like floating down there? I have a ton of like stuff on the bottom. Once this is full of carb cleaner, just go ahead and leave it on the ground right here. Just leave it and let it sit forever. Like, don't touch that. Just leave it alone. And then go work on this bit. With carburetor cleaner, before you get to the jets or anything, you want to go ahead and just clean everything. My jet on my carb is clogged. I'm going to show you how to clean it. I got you. Clean it outside because the animals. Don't worry, I actually have, so I have air filtration in this house, which is like, it's not something that normal houses have, but this house in here or whatever, I have like a bunch of like purifiers and stuff running constantly because I do dangerous stuff like this all the time and you need to have like fresh air in your house. So yeah, I'm on that. Ooh woo. There we go. Put that in there. Ooh. Ew. All right. So let me explain what I'm doing in great detail, chat. I'm actually going to be taking you guys with me. There we go. All right. So let me explain what we were doing, and let me explain how carburetor works so you guys watching can know what you guys are looking at. So this is a carburetor turned upside down. The normal way it looks is like this, and then the bowl right there is the bottom piece right there. So it goes in like that. This is a normal carb. If you flip it upside down and get in on this, you are going to see this right here is just the float right here. So this floats. Be careful. Don't let the little pin right there fall out. There's a pin that goes into this right here. Like, see this pin? Oh, you guys see that pin right there? That pin that holds on this metal piece right here usually falls out, so make sure it doesn't. Make sure this black piece stays on here. That's the main jet. You can clean that, honestly. Taking that one out's easy. The pilot jet is the one you want to clean, though. It's this little one right here with the tiny little screwdriver. You see that hole right there? That dark hole right there is what you want to get a screwdriver into, which is a pain because finding small screwdrivers is just a pain. And then you want to clean out the main jet right here. So this is the main, this is the pilot inside of there. And that is just a flathead. That is a flathead. You go counterclockwise, small flathead. And once you counterclockwise a small flathead, you'll be good in there. Main jet, pull it out. This piece right here you can generally clean if it's not like letting fuel out. However, that's a fueling issue. So if you have no fuel in here and you suspect that your fuel isn't working, what you can do actually, if you don't want to go into there, because honestly it is kind of a pain going in there and like cleaning all of that out, if you just make sure to hold that wrist pin in with this right here to where it's open, and then you go inside to where the fuel goes in right side here, you guys see where the fuel enters? You're going to want to stick the tube in right there where the fuel enters, and you're going to want to spray just to make sure that starting fluid comes out from this side right here, and like a decent amount of it. And if you see a bunch spray out of the little hole right here from the top, that's how you know that like it's pretty decent right there. But yeah, if you want to change the pilot jet, it's this tiny one right there. Just put a screwdriver in that, go counterclockwise. I'm going to be removing all of these and show you in a second. I just wanted to give you guys like a close-up of what you need to do. This is the main. The main is always the big one. The pilot is always the small one. This never changes in any situation. So at every single time, if you are wondering how to change your jet, you have two jets in almost every carburetor, two jets, main, pilot. Main is for making it go. Pilot is for making it run. If it is not idling correctly, if you have any issues with the idling, bum, 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 and it dies out, or if it's like feeling lacking of power, it's these two jets right here that aren't clean. I know you're going to tell me you just cleaned it, but yeah, the inside of the carb bowl instantly filthies up these jets instantly if you leave anything inside of these. So again, even if you just cleaned it, it'll get dirty again if you didn't fully clean every little speck of junk off of this stuff here. So before you give up and think there's an issue with your bike, make sure these two are clean, the pilot and the main jet, because they just, I promise you that's probably your issue. Unless you bought an engine that has exploded, that is your issue, guys. And it's mad easy to fix. I'm literally going to show you how easy it is. It's just building blocks, okay? Connecting things, putting things together of some sort. I don't know. Dog's going to be smelling in colors. The smells are already gone. Sorry to say that, but I have really good like ventilation in here. In fact, just because you guys have even a slight concern, you know what I'm going to do? I have an industrial air purifier in here, and I'm going to just run that hoe. I'm going to just run it. I'm going to get her started. You guys can have pure air purification in here. Maximum purity. There we go. There we go. All right, boom, done. Excellent. Finished. What's up, chat? All right, we are now running the air purifier inside the house. So, yeah. Also, apologize to my wallet because, good God, is that thing big, massive, and expensive to run all the time, but I don't care. All right, moving on. Because now we're inside cleaning, not outside. We don't want to be outside cleaning. It's hot out there. All right, so where is this? For the main jet, it actually pulls apart. There should be two pieces of it. Well, it's all one piece right now. Go. There we go. Make sure not to lose any of these pieces. They literally, good luck replacing one of these if you lose it. That's all I gotta say is just good luck ever replacing. I have specific carburetor screwdrivers. I'm gonna have to find them. I have like specific ones that I made for carburetors like this that are like, I grinded them off so they're super flat and small. So I'm gonna have to find one of those. Again, what you can do is if you have a really small screwdriver, it's just a flathead. You just need a really small flathead, like thin. It can't have the little stick out or it'll get stuck trying to take this out, so ooh-woo. Working on motorcycles is fun. This is a lot more fun. I really want to get a big bike and show you guys working on like a big bike because those are a lot of fun because that's where you can start to drop like some money and make them like look crazy. But it's just, it takes some time and effort and work and stuff like that. Ooh. There we go. Como estas? What's up, Smitty? Welcome, Smitty. What's up, Lena Gang? How you doing, my friend? All right, I need to, God, I need to do something about this. I need to put the jet in. I need to find the screwdriver. That's what I need to do. I need to find the screwdriver. What's up, Floof? How you doing? Floof, you are a goof. Floof is a goof. Alright, where is... Where is the flathead, Floof? Where is the flathead, Floof? We must find the head of flat. Oh, that would have been perfect too. That's so sad. That would have been perfect as well. Please, give me any flathead. Do I own a flathead? Chat, we're looking for a flathead that's miniature. Oh, this one's pretty small. It might not fit though. It has the little wide gap that I just talked about a second ago. Ugh. Chat, you want to see why this won't work? See this wide gap right here? Let's see. Hashtag look at us now. Always. That's just creepy. Ew. Sorry, I just had some. Ew. That's uncomfortable, bro. Alright, once you get your screwdriver in, just literally unscrew it. It's counterclockwise. It's the same as any screwdriver in the entire world with any piece. And then just... There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most important piece of any vehicle. And if you... Oh my god, it's completely shot. Yeah, I knew it would be. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any issues with your vehicle running, and the reason your vehicle will not run is this pilot jet right here, this tiny little piece of nothing right here that you can't see through. Well, yeah, you're supposed to be able to see through that, and this is the reason that your vehicle doesn't run. Almost every single vehicle with a carburetor. This is what happens. It's because they have something the size of hair that runs your fuel. Of course it's going to get dirty and clogged up. Of course it does. If you let a single hair into your gas tank by accident, that could clog this up. Let's see. Oh God, ew. We got this one guy that was like trolling our stream last night. He's back. Oh God. We're just gonna be sitting here making money while he trolls us, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, thank you. I'm gonna turn up the ad rate real quick. I want some money from him. I want him to pay me. Ba-choom. Ba-choom. Excellent chat. Thank you for that. Sorry that I took about 12 seconds, but I just had to run another ad because money. All right. Actually, I got you. Ew. That's just nasty. That's just nasty. 1 second. Now that it's in that mode, let's at least make him watch my ads for 10 minutes. There we go. All right, now there's a 10-minute delay on people that can talk, and I want you to know to anyone trolling me, thank you for 10 minutes of free ads. I appreciate it. All right, I need to clean this pilot jet. Where is... I actually have Duster right here, but Duster's not going to work. But... Duster worked. Duster worked just fine. I was completely led astray by that. Duster worked just fine. Ladies and gentlemen, you can literally just clean this. Smitty, we just can't say that word again. I'm sorry, Smitty. It's just... Unfortunately, that word is just banned. It is YouTube, so... Yeah. YouTube's the one that won't allow it. And that's fine. I don't want a channel that has, like, weird things. No. All right. There we go. That's a slow progress. All right, I need to find something that I can put into the pilot jet. Once I find something that can go into the pilot jet, we will be good. I need to find something tiny and metal. And I was just talking about, where is wire? I could use some wire. No, not that wire. I need like actual just wire. Do I have any wire? If I have wire, I can make this in like 30 seconds. Oh, yo! Yo! I was a mechanic! I forgot I had tools to clean carburetors. Never mind! Don't get wire. Just get a carburetor cleaner. Jet kit. This is the exact tool. This is what you guys need. This is the tool you guys need. This is what you guys needed. This is what the professionals would have used. I didn't realize I had this. Short-term memory loss for the win. There we go. Boom. Sorry guys, I'm just cleaning out this tiny little jet. I need a smaller little bit. Where's the smallest one they got? I think it's this one. There we go. Hello, chat. Guitar string perfect. Ooh woo. Ooh woo to you guys. What's up, Flopadante? How you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome to the live stream. All right, this is actually too small. Or too big. Which is crazy to me, but yeah. This is literally just too big. Oh, it's perfect now. Yep. All right, there we go. Hey man, love the content. Thank you, Owen. I appreciate it, my friend. I'm glad that someone out there enjoys my content to some degree. This is a perfect pilot jet. You guys can see directly through it. Oh, I'm gonna try and make it. It's really hard, but I just you need light to see it. Actually, let me see if I can show you. You want to make sure to never give up until you can fully see through it. So. I can't show you. Okay, but listen, trust me, chat. You can fully see through it. This is a completely circular circle. This right here is a circle. You can see through it. I can see through it. I don't know if you guys can, but I promise you there's a hole in there. And it's a decent hole. That's what she said. All right, here we go. All right, that is the pilot jet. That's the one that's going to be broken, chat. Here is the main jet. This one isn't going to be broken. This one's also not going to be like needing to be cleaned much. It does need to be cleaned, but again, not much. These are different. You can abuse the main jet. The main jet exists to be abused. You know what I mean? That's why this thing is here. It's here to be destroyed. Oh. And then these two. Okay, so if I remember correctly with different ones, this one should have the top main jet actually screws off of this piece right here. So it should work that way. Ooh, yes, exactly. Yes. All right. Ooh. I gotta switch this out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the top of this and chat. Now you're understanding that I just like to tinker with stuff. Tinkering with stuff is my favorite. I need to. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, so I gotta just leave that as is. There's no way this is one piece. Is this seriously a one-piece main jet? That's so stupid. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. All right, I guess KTM decided that Mikuni needed a one-piece main jet for some reason. What were they even thinking when they made this? I think it's good. I think it goes through. This one didn't have any issues. All right, that's fine. This one literally, this was the prime example of what something like this should look like. Where is... I had like a can of air, chat. Where did I put my can of air? Do you guys know where I put my can of air, chat? Where is the air? Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. Now with this, it's almost always perfect to just, you know what I mean? It's so easy. Wait. You guys see through it? You guys can see through it. Yeah, there you go. You've seen the hole. You know it exists, chat. All right, there we go. Let's get this car back together somehow, some way. And by get together, I mean we still have to clean this part. All right, let me make sure that it's getting gas now. Once I make sure it's getting gas, I'm going to do a deep clean tonight, and I'm just going to let these things sit for a while. I'm going to let them sit overnight. Because I also don't want to, like, destroy this. Because if I go crazy with this, I will just do this nonstop. Kind of makes me mad that they made it a single piece. Why? It makes no sense because you're supposed to be able to tear one of the main jets apart so that you can switch it out and change it. And that is a welded together, that is a single piece jet. And that makes no sense why they would have a single piece jet on a Mikuni carburetor on a KTM. Like, that's a KTM. I have a pile of trash, but it's Italian and fancy. You know what I mean? Like, That's just KTM trash right there of why it's a KTM and why I don't like it. Because that Honda back there I can fix with my 10 millimeter entirely. I could literally redo the entire thing. Let's revolt chat. No one's chatting of revulsion. The only one that's revolting is you, my friend, because you had to wait 10 minutes in order to chat right there. And let's make them wait longer, guys. Let's just make them wait longer today. Because honestly, we got some chill people in the chat. Ooh woo. Said hi. What's up, Melissa? How you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome, Melissa. All right. I need to make sure that this actually leaks. Okay, that's working. All right, so what I'm looking for right now is to make sure that this is working. So if you guys see, do you see this little piece right here, this little metal piece right there? That has a little dot on the bottom, and when that dot is shut, it stops fuel from being allowed to come in. And whenever this dot is open, it lets fuel in. So watch, whenever fuel enters the thing, it will fill it up and it will shut it, so it stops having fuel. But then when it runs low on fuel, it'll open it up again. And once this little dot, this lever right here opens and closes right there, this thing, it lets fuel in and out. So you want to make sure that that's getting fuel by putting some fuel in the top and seeing that it comes down. Put an Amazon turbo on the bike. I would be so down if you guys pay for it. If you guys bought the turbo, I would put it on the bike. I'm just going to say that. As simple as it is, if you guys bought the turbo, you could have it. Revolt. There's no one revolting, dude. It's just the same person. But good God, thank you for that. I enjoy maximum ads, and having my trolls give me 20 minutes of subscriber premium. Good God. I'm just going to max it out today. F it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I'm making more money out of not the donations. One sec. Also, I'm sorry to anyone actually legitimately watching this. I apologize if you don't have, like, premium. I'm sorry for the ads, but F it. Trolls just can watch ads. Sup, G's. All right. How do I do this? How do I put this in here? Where do I go to put this in here? There we go. Let's make sure it comes out the bottom. I just want a little bit to drip out the bottom. That is literally exactly what we wanted. And then when I shut this, I want it to not go out the bottom. All right, and then when I open it, if you see dripping, it means good. Awesome. All right, good. Excellent. That's actually great. That's amazing news. And then, I know it doesn't necessarily need it, but I'm going to clean out the pilot jet on the inside of this as well. There we go. Oh. All right, there we go. It is clean. Now let's clean the bottom. There we go. Now, that's sitting there. This one's been sitting a while. Oh, this is way better, but it's also not, like, clean enough yet. This is actually good. This is good to go. This is fine. I was going to let that sit overnight, but honestly, it's really clean. It's in good shape. I feel fine about that, but this needs to sit. Boom, done. And I know that this one does not need it, but I'm just going to put some in this. And we're just going to leave that overnight to sit because, honestly, we'll just get back to that tomorrow. We'll get back to it tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll get into the whole carburetor cleaner bowl stuff for Shuster Dusters. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go online. I'm going to order a new throttle for this as well as a brake. It should be about $30. And then maybe I will get like plastics, but I'm probably just going to get a new throttle for it because, like, why not? Throttles. Ooh, woo. There you go. There you go, TC Dan. I got you, bro. The legend, the G. What's up, Smitty? How you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome, Schmitty. Ooh woo, yeah, ooh woo, my friend. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I've been literally up since like 5 in the morning. 6 in the morning? I think I was up at 6 in the morning. But yeah, now we just sit and wait. This just has carburetor cleaner in it. We wait for it to clean itself. Clean the carburetor with the carburetor cleaner. That's a pretty stand forward thing. We're cleaning a carburetor with carburetor cleaner. That's the greatest thing ever. Alright, I need to fix the throttle. What's going on with the throttle? Why is the throttle stuck? It's moving. It's just not moving. Is this fixable? Let me check if the brake's good. Sorry, we're about to test completely different parts. Technically kind of shuts. Honestly, I'd be better off with just getting a new one. I don't really care, to be honest. It's not like a big deal. Get on there, bike. Get on the stand, dirt bike. Get on the dirt bike stand. There we go. Excellent. Dirt bike on the dirt bike stand. Sylvia's still sleeping on my back. Hi, Sylvia. You're a real good cat. You're just cool. That's good. That's good. All right. Let me see. Because that's fine. I don't really care about the clutch. The clutch is just a whatever factor. What's up, G's? What's up, sick boy? What you up to? Oh, I bought two dirt bikes that we're gonna be restoring, sicky boy. Battle play will call me some tubular lovage. No, I know what it needs. It's just okay. So let me be real with you. I'm gonna explain this on like the man factor. I'm gonna man you this. I'm gonna mansplain this for a second. So the XL needs a new seat, obviously. I'm just going to get a cover. I actually don't need a new seat because getting a full seat would just be stupid. It's an old, cheap bike. Get a cover. Anyways, clutch on the left. Yeah, clutch is right here. So I have a reversed camera. So yeah, clutch is on the left. Here is my thought process with this. This is already completely jacked up and I need to get grips anyways. It doesn't work. And then this doesn't work either. And this is actually this is one piece. This is the brake lever. And it's also the throttle, and like they're kind of like the same. So I'm gonna see if I can't just order these both pieces at the same time, and like maybe they're just cheap enough and just come, and who cares? But actually, yeah, that needs it. That needs it. That's really rough. Is it the worst though? Let me see if it's broken. Let me see if it's broken. Yeah, that is done for. That is undoable, actually. That is undoable. We'll order a new one of those. New brake, new throttle. Clutch is fine because it's cable clutch. It might need a seat, but I don't really care about the seat. The plastic I don't care about. It needs an air filter. So I'm going to write this down, actually. I'm going to write down exactly what it needs. Hello, chat. Oh. What's up, chat? Oh, there we go. What's up, Lena? How you doing, my friend? All right, let me put this down on pieces that I need. pieces that I need. Number 1 is throttle. All right, number 2 is front brake. Number 3 is we have the throttle, the front brake. Everything else is pretty much fine. We need the air filter. Uh, Air filter. All right. What else do we need to get for this bike? Um, I don't care about plastics right now, but I should because visually, if we put new plastics, it'll be worth more. But I don't know if I could really like. I don't know if I want to spend $100 on plastics because like I'd have to come up with $100 for plastics, and maybe that would push us too far. I'd probably do it anyways. I'll probably do it anyways. By the way, I'm back. What's up, Lena? Hi. Yo, what's up, Jamie? How you doing, Jamie? Phaser Tyler, welcome. Jamie, we started building dirt bikes in my living room today. We got the carburetor all pulled apart out of this one. Honestly, it's pretty much almost like complete. It's just the throttle is the main thing that I need to fix on this. I just need to fix the throttle. I don't really know how to fix the throttle. Maybe some WD-40 would help ease us in. Is it the brake lever or no pressure line? The brake is just completely shot. I would need to rebuild the brake because all of the plastic pieces on the brake that go inside or whatever, the squishy little bit, is completely done with. So again, it's pretty much, I would either rebuild it or I would pay $12.50 for a brand new one, and I would rather, you know what I mean? And you pulled it apart? Yeah, I did pull it. I pulled the clutch apart, or oh God, I'm tired. I pulled the carburetor out. We just cleaned it. We just got through all the jets. It's all good. Carb is good. Fuel on this is shut off right now, but there was no fuel in the tank. The tank was empty, so we don't even have to clean the tank. We do need to clean the air filter, but like legitimately, like that's about it. I wish there was more to show you guys. We'll tighten up the chain. We'll paint it. We'll make it look nice, but that's as easy as it is to fix these bikes sometimes if you get really lucky, guys. That's how to turn $250 into like $2,000 if you find the right buyer. But I'm going to have to buy all those parts and put them on. So it's always like a give and take. But again, this is just kind of a fun thing. You know, I love to stream and talk to you guys, but I like doing stuff. And if I'm just working in the background, it's fun because I don't work on just dirt bikes. Like, I will work on anything. You know what I mean? I tear everything apart. If it has an engine, if it has a piece to fix, I will tear it apart into like 73 pieces. So all right, there we go. Put some WD in there. Let's see if we can't just free it up. Oh! Yo, we got it. There's no way we got that. Yeah, we got a throttle, guys. The throttle is fine. You guys want to drive this thing tonight at this point? I don't have any two-stroke oil. If I had two-stroke oil, we could go drive this right now almost. How's the puppy doing? The puppy's been awesome. I've been loving the puppy. Me and Puppy have been best friends recently. Good old Puppy. Puppy's just a chill puppy. All right, so I just need grips then. I don't even need a throttle. Throttle's for people that care. And I don't care. So I absolutely don't need a throttle. All right, there is no return though, so that needs to be known. There is no return. Make sure to return the throttle yourself. It will not return itself. All right. This is good. Wow. It just needed love. Maybe we can fix the brake line too then. Who says the brake? Okay, the brake line's bad. I just touched the glass and it went inside. We need a new front brake lever. However, the throttle is just fine. Also, I didn't want to spoil this, guys, but I went into the radiator on this thing too. I know you guys can't see it, but there's a radiator on the other side of this bike, and I went into it, and it's actually filled to the brim, the radiator, and it's fine. There's no issue with the radiator. Let's drive it. Yeah, I'm going to drive. I've driven worse. Honestly, I've driven... This is as good as it gets for when I drive things. This is as good as it gets for finding something that's really cheap and like there's just no issues with it. There's no rust on this thing. There's no like horrible time. This is literally once I get my shop going and once I like get a toolbox or whatever, I'll be fixing cars in like 10 minutes. But also live streaming is more fun. So I'm gonna do both. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like an interactive live stream where we can fix stuff together, but also like we can go drive tanks and play with the animals and go do all of our other stuff too and make music too. But I just wanted to add something into the mix like working on dirt bikes and then wheeling them because who doesn't want to work on dirt bikes and wheelie them? That just sounds fun. These will be done real soon too. Good God, these will be done soon. Once these are done, I can do videos like driving them and stuff too. You guys can come on like live streams where like I'm riding them around and I could probably hook you guys up to me to like drive you guys around too. Duct tape the other seat for now. Oh, the other seat's fine. I have I got a new seat cover coming for the Honda 125 because honestly, the thing is I do want to keep the Honda, so I'm putting a new seat cover on it just because I don't want to have to sit on, you know, like that old horrible XL pile of trash looking seat cover. So I do have a new seat cover for the other one, but that's like the only thing I've done. People get rid of the craziest things because they don't know how to fix them and they bring them to the business at all the time. Jamie, if you ever legitimately get anything that you would like me to fix on the live stream, let me know, Jamie. I will personally show up there and pick up anything you guys want me to fix on the live stream. Let me know, Jamie. I love fixing stuff. Good God, do I love fixing stuff. It's my favorite thing to do, actually, is just smoke up and just fix things repeatedly. That's it. And play with animals. Animals as well. Animals, fixing stuff and that. Come down, bud. I won't be talking about that, but yeah, I'll be there eventually, Jamie. I'll show up eventually. I'll be there one of these days. Ooh. Flowers. Hachoo. I'm allergic to escargot. Ooh woo. I thought you were gonna be famous. I'd say I'm pretty famous in terms of just, you know, what I do for a living, but I think at the same time, Lel Sky, I realized that being famous is such a speculative term. It's so different. Lel Sky, to you, would you consider fame lots of people watching? Because if that's what you would consider famous, I can make that happen. However, I was able to curate a constant like 100 people that are always watching my live streams and hanging out just to spend the day with me, and I don't think I would trade that for anything because you literally can't become a creator and get people to watch you if you start switching up what you do because everyone watches creators for the same thing, and if they start switching it up, that's how they fall off. However, I was able to literally turn this channel into me doing anything I want so far to the point of where I'm just doing something that's my job. I just do this for extra money because it's fun and I really enjoy it. And now I have people joining me and watching and being able to support what I do for a living while also being able to stream for a living. So it's just a double win, honestly. Makes me happy, makes people happy. Torch the plastic and bring it back new. Save you so much. Yeah, I told them about that, sick boy. I told them we were going to try and torch the plastics on the KTM. It's just these plastics are really bad shape. I've been through a lot of plastics and these are like they're extremely brittle. Like they're already breaking. So you see like this is already snapped and I'm gonna fix it. Like don't get me wrong, I can easily fix this. Just these plastics, the chances that I can save them is about a 50-50 because yeah, I'll see. But if I can save them, I'll put a sticker kit on them and then hide the fact that like they're old looking, and then I'll also paint it so that it looks nice and shiny again. And like I'll get rid of all the rust so it looks like super fancy, like put in your house level clean. But that comes last once we ride it around and get it all dirty and mess it up because you don't just fix bikes to just put them away and sell them. You fix a bike to ride it, to do a wheelie on it. I don't think I've ever fixed a bike that I don't wheelie at least like 42 times. That's a part of fixing it, is wheeling it. Every bike that comes out of my mechanic shop will be wheelied. That is a guarantee by me. I don't care what it is. Bring me your what is it, Harley Ultra Glide or Wide Glide or something. I will wheelie that. I don't care. Wheelie guarantee whenever I sell something. Exactly. You know, sick boy gets it. Nah, I just, you know what I mean? I just want to fix something. I wanted something to do, and I found something to do, and I'm happy with doing just, you know what I mean? Doing some other stuff here. Having some fun. Just working on stuff. Honestly, just kind of feeling like I exist once again. And also, I'm in the middle of moving too right now, so you guys are gonna be real excited. But I have a new like place that I live or whatever. So I moved. I also have a new studio too. I have a completely new studio that is going to be running a 24-hour live stream pretty soon. So it just doesn't shut off. Like my live stream just stays on permanently. So you guys are gonna like that one. It's gonna be a really cool, unique idea, which has never been done on these live streams before. Because honestly, it does shame me to say this, but I have a couple $100,000 worth of equipment that I need to just use. And running a 24-hour live stream with some crazy features and stuff is just I'm just going to do that one as a pure passion project and full love on that. That's all that one's going to be. And you guys will also be able to watch me 24/7 pretty soon and interact live. Not me, though, necessarily, but all of my animals, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to be officially starting up a charity pretty soon, thanks to all of you guys. So I won't go into any details about it. However, I am secretly going to be starting up a charity. So shout out to me, all the animals that we got, and all of that stuff. So yeah. But that's just a passion project. I'm gonna just run that one for the animals. That one ain't for me. That one's just for all the cute little animals that we're saving. It's nothing else. All right. God, I'm slightly passing away from all the beautiful fumes in here. Oof. Keep that away. All right, I'm gonna take this bucket outside. This bucket is just, it's got too much carb cleaner in it, and it smells bad. Honestly, it just smells bad. There you go, chat. No more carb cleaner in here. No more carburetor. Automated treat machine. No, it's not going to be an automatic treat machine. I'm working with. I can't talk about it. I'll just show you guys. I'd prefer to just show you guys because that's one of those things where like, I just refuse to talk about that thing because that's just going to be for animals. You know what I mean? That's not going to be for me. It's not going to have anything to do with me. It's not going to have anything to do with anyone. It's literally just I'm starting a charity to save animals, and that's about it. That's all I'm doing with that. That's just a me thing. I have a 1986 250R three-wheeler. Yo, Mio, those things are so fun to wheelie. Mio, if you hop on the back of that, you do wheelie. You own a three-wheeler. Of course you wheelie a three-wheeler. Everyone's just like, don't wheelie the three-wheelers. That's why you buy a three-wheeler. You buy a three-wheeler because those things are the greatest wheelie machines in the entire world. They only wheelie. They're awesome. An 86 LT 250R. Dude, we need to get a quad here. Okay, quad will be next. The next machine we buy, you have my promise. When we go to the new studio or whatever, I will get a quad. That is my deal to you, chat. We are going to go quad next. Full quad. I don't know what we're going to get for a quad, but we're going to get a quad. Maybe we'll get a side-by-side too. We'll get a side-by-side, a quad, a bunch of other random stuff. Super cycle. What is a super cycle? I have no idea what a super cycle is. Kawasaki 125, a 1977 in candy apple green. Bro, that's what I'm talking about, okay? People don't understand this, but like how we always come across getting this is any mechanic, by the way. How we always come across getting our favorite machines we've ever had in our entire life is I went to buy this KTM for $100. I paid him $250 because he was a nice dude and I wasn't ripping him off. And he gave me this motorcycle that I didn't even know he was selling in the background. He literally gave me that one with the KTM here or whatever. And that one has 500 original miles on it. Just 500 on the odometer. Literally has an odometer on it too and everything. It has a key, bro. I have the original key on this thing. A Honda key. You know what I mean? Like, this thing is just, this is everything I want to have for like a farm bike, for something that just exists outside and stays outside forever. But that's how everyone gets those old bikes that are like super rare and awesome, is they just appear, you know what I mean? Like, you never intended to get one. You didn't go out of your way to go buy an old like whatever bike, but you just always acquire them, and you're just like, this is way too nice for me to ever sell. I'm just going to keep this forever because like it'll never break. And that's my issue with motorcycles and ATVs and cars and dirt bikes, is I just always keep the ones that will never break. They're awesome. But then I always have the slower vehicles, but God, are they not slower. I raced Timmy earlier today, and my God, I raced Timmy in his power stroke, and I won by a chunk. Not a big chunk, but a decent chunk, in a vehicle that should not have beaten his, but I won. We went 12 feet, 12 full feet today. Did you guys catch my earlier live stream? Did any of you guys did any of you guys watch my morning live stream that I did this morning when I got up? Did the live stream with like a couple of my dogs. Sushi was in it. Do you guys remember Sushi? Sushi was in the morning live stream. We had, I think Kiki was in there. Who else was in the live stream? We had a bunch of people in the morning live stream, but they only showed up for like 30 seconds and then they kind of left because they were like doing whatever. 80s and 90s dirt bikes are the best. Well, the reason that they're so nice is they're just so bare bones, basic, and simple that fixing one is just, anyone alive can fix one of those bikes. Negative. Sushi, I remember. Yo, Ash, you were there? Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, so I'm currently, Jamie, you might have missed this or whatever, but I had to move because Phantom 100, unfortunately, I had to get a restraining order against Phantom 100, so I had to move. And I've been in the process of moving my studio like over there or whatever. And I mean, it's pretty much done at this point, but unfortunately, with that being said, I do have to keep my location private from now on from Phantom 100 because he just kind of scares me. But also, he's I don't think he's the worst. He's only trolled my streams with his fake accounts like 4 or 5 times now. That's probably about it. No, it's not Phantom. It's definitely not Phantom. I don't think he's that mad. He's an old man. Actually, no, he is that mad. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let it be known, I think one of the trolls down there that was like constantly joining on fake accounts and harassing us, I'm going to look into seeing if that's Phantom or not, because if that is Phantom, I do have a restraining order that was served against him, and the paperwork was filed, so Phantom 100, if I find out that's you making those fake accounts on here, I will absolutely press every single charge that I can against you, because you legally should not be contacting me right now through literally any means right now. And if you're watching this live stream, you're in violation of your contract, which I hope they put you in jail, bro. Only if, though. Like, again, if he's not doing that, then I do wish him the best, and I hope he has an amazing life. And I'm sorry that I'm paranoid. However, Phantom, if you do make any of those accounts, I will be trying to find out whose accounts they are for a little bit. And I just really hope it's not you, Phantom, because if it is you, you know what I mean? I will make sure to do everything to you that you do to me, Phantom 100, in entirety. Remember that. 100% of everything you do to me, Phantom, will be given right back to you. Whatever it is. But also, I don't think he would do that, as much as I want to say. But also, I thought he wasn't my biggest hater, too. I also thought that he wasn't my biggest hater. Turns out Phantom 100 was just my biggest hater. He wasn't even my hater at the end, which is kind of why it hurts, because at the end he was just my friend. But too bad for you, bro. You were my hater. So you're out now. You made that choice, not me. I just found out about it. That's it. I didn't do anything wrong. I just found out that Phantom 100 secretly was the biggest hater that I had and was literally trashing my name in every single way, even though he had me literally put his children to sleep. And yet he also put messages online saying horrible things about me, which I don't know how those two things can correlate. me helping put your children to sleep and being a member of your family and sleeping at your house, and you going online and telling everyone that you want me to unalive myself and all of this other horrible stuff. I don't understand how you can sleep at night, Phantom 100, being a Christian man that you are. I just want you to know that it's sick what you do, and yeah, do just leave me alone. I'm gonna leave him alone actually, because I don't want him to bother me. So I'm gonna leave him alone because I feel like if you just leave people alone, they'll just leave you alone. So we're gonna try that with the Phantom 100. Star. We're gonna just simply try to just entirely leave him alone forever, because hopefully he just leaves us alone in exchange. Because I'd be fine with that. Because honestly, even if he was the biggest piece in the entire world or whatever and said those horrible things about a man that was on his end, you know what I mean? Yo, Cry, I got a new longboard. Dude. Look at my skateboard. Look at my skateboard, bro. Look at my skateboard. You see this? This right here is a land yacht. You know these things are cool. This is the greatest skateboard in the entire world right here, and I love it more than anything. This right here is just the best skateboard ever. I love it. Star, sparkle. Whoa. Yeah, this is my skateboard. It's a land yacht. It's just the best one. Again, only for me. Only for me. Every skateboard is different for people's builds, preferences, and what they're looking to do. So when I say this is the best skateboard, it's the best for an old guy that barely does tricks anymore and just likes to kind of carve around if he wants to go out for a little bit. You know what I mean? This is the ultimate carver. The ultimate carver. And like, I mean, I'll do a good like kickflip and stuff, but like, you know what I mean? I bought a glass one too. You have a glass skateboard? Glass skateboard? Am I off something? Is that a term? A glass skateboard? Is that a term that people use? What is it? What's a glass skateboard even mean? What does that equal? How do we get to being a glass skateboard? Hope the night is treating everyone good. Of course, tragic. What's up, OG? Just bought a glass one too. You're rated for 330 pounds. There's like actual glass skateboards. Star. It's literally made of glass. I need to Google this. I need to know what you're talking about. Why is she texting me? Oh my god, I love this. Have you guys... Okay. You guys know how I usually have like famous people in like my messages and stuff like that? I'm gonna block her out just because I don't want to expose her to like my weird little odd group of haters. However, I have one girl on here that's like obscenely famous. She has like... How many followers does she have? She has like 3 million followers. And do you guys want to see my entire conversation with this girl? This is my entire conversation with her, and this is all it's ever gonna be. This is how I talk to girls with 3 million followers, ladies and gentlemen. And for her privacy, I'm just gonna blur this out just because I don't want her to get harassed by people, which is wild. But this is our whole conversation. This is everything that we have said, chat. This is the whole conversation. It's just this. This is everything. This is how you talk to women with 3 million followers. This is how you do it, chat. If you want to hit on a girl that's famous, this is how you do it, chat. Just send a dolphin. All you got to do is send a dolphin, and that, I promise you, it works. If you just send a dolphin, you will get success in your life. But just don't ever stop sending dolphins. Keep it at the dolphin level. Unless you want to sleep with her, then maybe send a message, but like keep it at the dolphin level. Remember that, chat. Always keep it at a dolphin level. Sparkle. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Oh, actually, with that being said, where is we just played a game. We just played a game. I don't know how that is. We're gonna call my my mail order bride real quick because I know it's been a while and you guys have been wondering. I got a message from my mail order bride the other day, and we're gonna catch in with her. We're gonna catch up with her on the live stream here. Sparkle, sparkle. I'm gonna start doing those weird relationship things, but only on the live stream. So if you guys do get called or whatever by me, just know if I am memeing you on the live stream, that is solely what it is memeing you on the live stream. I actually currently have someone that I'm living with right now. And chat, if you guys want to go crazy, yes, I do have a new girlfriend that I live with right now. However, none of you guys will ever meet her or ever see her, and she will never be a part of any of my content whatsoever. So just know that moving forward, whenever I hit on anyone, that I'm just solely joking, and that's just my toxic online personality, and like negativity is just that. Let it be known that I am currently in a pretty serious relationship with someone, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, that's it. OG, hold this ball. OG, hold this ball, bro. Hold this ball, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I know that it's been a while since I've last talked to you. However, I'm here to give you guys a girlfriend review because it's been about 8 minutes and 13 seconds, and I'm not ridiculous, unfortunately. I would never get into a relationship with someone knowing that I have 3 cats and a dog and 17 horses and 3,841 cattle. And howdy, howdy, my friend. Welcome to Taking Back 2007, everyone. This right here is Sylvia. Sylvia is my kitty cat, and I love Sylvia. Sylvia's just a good cat, honestly. I got nothing negative to say about Sylvia. Look at her. She's literally chilling right now. She would do this all day, every day. In fact, since we're going to be live streaming all day, every day, she's going to be. Actually, she's here every day, anyways. I stream every day with Sylvia. You guys see her every single day. Good old Sylvia. Hi, Sylvie. Hi, baby. Hello. Hi, Sylvia. Who's a good kitty? You're so cute. Why are you so cute, Sylvia? Hi. Yeah. Sylvia's adorable. I don't know what to do about this chat. Look at how cute my cat is. She just wants snuggles. And I just want to put this KTM 65 SX back together. I don't even think it's the SX. I think it's just a KTM 65, and from my guess, it's a 2000. Actually, do you guys want to discover what year this is together? I literally will tell you because, okay, so something you guys might not know about most vehicles and VINs and motorcycles is based upon a certain digit and number, you can actually find everything about a vehicle out by knowing what the VIN number is. So most of the VIN numbers have 2 numbers on them that will say the year that it was made. Like if it says like 89, it's actually a 90. So it was made in 90, even though it says 89 on it. It's always a year prior, usually. Well, at least not always. Not always. Sometimes it is an 89, but for the most part, it's usually add a year on the VIN number, and that's what year, model, and make it is. This is letters. Yeah, well, I'm gonna read the VIN on this thing, and I'm gonna figure out if what year it is at least, so I can order a piece. We got a new throttle, so the throttle is all good. We got to put the carburetor in. I gotta do the fuel as well, but honestly, the fuel is all right. Everything's all right on this. Nothing's bad. Everything's fine on this, to be honest. I wish there was more I could actually do. We could change the oil on the 2-stroke, but we'll do that anyways, chat. We're just going to get this all put together once we get the pieces for it. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to get some 2-stroke oil for this. I'm going to get some gasoline because I don't own a can of gasoline. So we're going to get some gasoline. We're going to get some oil. We're going to put it in there. We're going to see if it starts up inside the house, ladies and gentlemen. And then the very first thing I do is soon as... Oh, don't forget the air filter. Yo, you're so smart. Thank you. My God, thank you so much. There we go. KTM air filter. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Air filter. Bajoom. Bajoom. Boom. Thank you, my friend. Good God, I could not forget that. All right, so we're going to be ordering a new front brake. We are going to be ordering a new thing. I don't think it needs a new kickstart, but if we want to order a new kickstart, we got it. Ain't got no gas, and no gas at all, which is actually lucky because that's why it was so easy to clean the carb and we don't have to clean out the tank or anything. The tank is literally dry. The tank is dry, which saves us a lot of problems. If that tank was left with oil and gas in it, it would have ruined the tank's. It would have ruined the filter that goes into the tank so that it can come out into the tube there. So this would have been all clogged up. Nothing would have been coming out. It might still be clogged, but if it is, if you have one of those compressors that do like high air, shoot a big shot of air in it with it open with like fuel in it. Shoot it in from here, and if you shoot in a big shot of air, it usually clears everything up in there, and you're good to just start, like, you know what I mean? So it's pretty easy to honestly get this thing going, and God, we got unreasonably lucky with the KTM, because even the tires are good on this thing. Even the tires are minty on this. Like, for a $250 dirt bike, minty. Oil for your air filter. Yeah, we do have to oil the air filter. However, I won't sit here and lie to you, Jeff. I have no intention of keeping this bike long enough for oiling the air filter to matter. I will do it. I will do it. But just know that I will not have this bike long enough for me to make it matter. This will be a wheelie it down the road several times and then call it a day. That's what this bike will be. That one right there will permanently be a part of Taking Back 2007's vlogs, though. I'm a vlog on the red one every day, because, bro, that red one's just so cool. It looks like reliability, and to me, reliability is amazing. Gotcha, it's a fix and flip. Yeah, the KTM's just, honestly, yeah, it's a flip one. It is a kid's bike, the 65, but here's the thing. You say it's a kid's bike, but good God, those kids' bikes are so much fun. If you haven't ridden one as a grown adult, go ride a kid's bike around and tell me that it's the worst time ever, because it's not. As long as you have a decent back still and, you know, your legs work, the bikes are fun. It's just that the suspension usually throws you off the back because it's such a weak shock on these little bikes, which is why, again, the big one has a dual shock in the back, and like it's nice and comfortable and old person-y, and that's what I want. I want a comfortable old person-y vehicle to be old with. Maybe I'll even make it street legal. I might make the 125 street legal. Should I, Chad? Do you guys want that to just be a street legal bike? Seen grown men underestimate the kids' bikes. Yeah, I've seen it too. Especially these KTMs, bro. Any little two-stroke that's not like a 50, any little two-stroke that's not a 50 are ridiculous. I started on a 65 at 6 and raced for years. Yo, literally, exactly. The 65s are really good platforms for younger kids, though. But a 65 for a grown adult, we will just blow them up. You know what I mean? Like, we will all blow them up. However, don't get me wrong, we're gonna have fun before we whip this thing and get rid of it. Like, we gonna have a time with this. I'm gonna show you guys what a little kid's bike can do before we get rid of this. I I think I'll have a contest. Me and my buddy will see if we can wheelie it longer. So I don't know. We'll do something stupid. Maybe we'll take it off some jumps or something, but this one I don't mind thrashing around and trashing. Also that one. We can thrash and trash both of them. As long as we fix them at the end. YZ85 big wheel. I already had one of those. I've had the 85 big wheel. I had the small wheel. I had a YZ125, 250s. I've had all the YZs. Every YZ you can think of I've pretty much had. All the WRs as well. WRs are really reliable. Like a WR250 will last you forever. They just go and go and go. Hi, Sylvie. You're such a good kitty cat. You know that? You're such a good kitty. Hi, Sylvia. Huh? Dude, Sylvia's way too cute. She is way too cute to handle. Can't my club is a no lower than 800 cc's. Oh, that's fine, sick boy. If you're in a club with like people that join, that's fine. It's just I'm a stunt biker, so you need to realize that at the end of the day, I don't care what anyone is on. And honestly, most of the people in like the stunt group, a lot of them did have like the smaller bikes, like the Groms and stuff, because they just clap them out and then just only stunt them. Because clapping out a Grom is like 3 grand. Like for people that don't have much money, they were paying like $50 a month for the finance on that. That's fine, bro. Get a brand new Grom, $50 a month, finance it, destroy it if you want to. But like, I just prefer buying bikes. You know what I mean? I don't prefer to ever have finance, to loan it, to owe money to people. I just want to fix it myself. I want to own it, and then I want to sell it and get another one. And then own it and sell it, and own it and sell it. But also, I want to get some cars too. We need to get some cars to fix too. I need to fix my truck. I need to do the radiator in my truck. That's awful. That's a me thing. That's a terrible me thing. Sylvia, I like that you just don't ever care. Sylvia would just stay with me forever. Sylvia's so chill right now. She does not want to leave. She just wants to snuggle me and stay here. And that's fine, Sylvia. You can just snuggle me and stay here. You're too cute not to. Hello. To Sylvia. Hello. Boop. 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 Hi. How are you? What's up, Sylvia? You're so cute. Why do you look at me with the deepest amount of love I've ever seen in an animal? I told you guys that Sylvia loves me the most, but Panda's still the coolest looking. 6073 V10. 7.3, my friend. 7.3, my friend. 7.3. 7.3, 703, 7.3. I don't know. We don't mess with 6.0s. 6.0s are not allowed on this channel. If you guys buy a 6.0, I will not help you fix it. I won't touch a 6.0. I actually refuse. No amount of money will get me to ever accept a 6.0. You got a bike? Yeah, we got 2 bikes. I got a KTM 65 that we're working on. And then we're saving the Honda 125 for later because honestly, the Honda 125 is probably going to be a permanent member of this channel forever. So the Honda 125 is going to get like a touch of love from me. I'm going to make sure it's well loved. We're going to do everything on that Honda that's like just reliable because it has 500 miles on it, and I want to make it go good. Make it go good. Your Panda's property. Sylvia gets it. Yeah, literally. But Panda's like, he puts a spell on me. You know what I mean? Panda puts a spell on me. But Sylvia's just the best. Thrifted or bought a second-hand bike. These are both thrifted bikes, my friend. I bought them for $250 yesterday. 2 days ago? Yesterday? I don't know. I bought them for $250 and I'm just going through them. I'm gonna like replace a bunch of bits, get them all going, make them all look nice, make them look fancy again. But honestly, it's not bad. We have a very small list. To fix the KTM, we literally need a throttle. Well, no, we have the throttle. We're gonna keep the old throttle because it works. I don't want to put money into something that doesn't need money into. We're going to keep the throttle. We need the front brake. We need the whole thing. We need the air filter, and yeah, that's it. We need a front brake and an air filter and some plastics probably if I can't fix these up. But if I do manage to fix these up, if they end up looking decent, I'm going to put some stickers on these. But honestly, depending on how cheap I can get the plastics, if I can get the plastics cheap enough, like under like $70, I'll do the plastics. Under $70, but we'll do the plastics like tomorrow or something once we get this thing running. I won't buy plastics unless I'm sure that it's running because yeah, I don't really care about plastics to be honest. That's like when I'm done with everything. We didn't even do much to the bike. All we did was remove the carb and clean it out. Now we're letting it sit overnight outside so it just cleans itself. I don't think we need to do anything else. Oh, all right, guys. I think that we have reached the time of the night where I have fixed about everything I really want to because, you know what I mean? Anything else is just opening up a can of worms that I don't want to fix right now because I'm tired and I'm exhausted and I've been streaming for 3 hours, mainly just to kind of talk to you guys. If anything, this was mainly just a hi guys, welcome to the stream. Look at the dirt bikes, we fixing them. Level stream. That's all we were doing. Hi Sylvie. Why are you such a cool cat? I have your tail. Now you have your tail. Just Sylvie. You're so cute. What did she? What the? Out of nowhere, Jamie? Out of nowhere, Jamie? Out of nowhere, Jamie? I owe you some snow,
The ritual
Jamie.
begins now!
It's out of snow.
Thank you so much! Such a generous gift. Best donor ever! I love
Jamie the
you!
legend. www.
Well, the fact you gave the good sir $100 to spend on anything but me?
Anything but her.
My.
Anything but her.
$100.
I'll spend it on
How
her.
brave of you, trusting him with that much power. Ara.
I wouldn't trust me with $100. That's a lot of money for someone like me.
Sir, $100.
I love it too. I love it so much.
That's so nice.
Sylvia, you get to eat delicious
Thank you
food.
for the $100.
Wow, thank you so much, Jamie. What an absolute legend, Jamie. Jamie, you are the hero that we needed, the hero that we wanted, and the hero that we deserved, because you're my hero, Jamie. You are my hero. I hope you have an excellent night, Jamie. I'm going to have an excellent night as well, and thank you, Jamie, for being, thank you for just being Jamie. I just appreciate it. Thank you for being Jamie. Have an excellent night, Jamie. We love you, and we're going to continue working on these dirt bikes tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again to Jamie for quite literally buying like 1/5 of this pile of dirt bikes at this point. Honestly, Jamie pretty much bought all of the parts for fixing the dirt bike, but instead of spending the money on fixing the dirt bike parts, Jamie, I want you to know that your money is going to be going towards the #1 most important thing in the entire world to me, and Jamie, your money's just going towards helping animals right now, because I'm not gonna lie, I now have to get food for like 14 dogs, 2 horses, my cats, and like a lot of other animals. I don't know. It never ends. So thank you, Jamie. I really do appreciate that. Thank you more than absolutely anything, Jamie. And yeah, I'm going to spend all 100 of those dollars on animal food tomorrow when I go to the store. Good God, do I do that every time I go to the store. But tomorrow it's going to be a Jamie store trip, because thank you, Jamie. I actually was running really low on cat food as well as dog food. I really needed dog food. Honestly, I needed dog food like today. However, yeah, I just bought dog food today, like a small bag, because I bought dirt bikes. But now we can get them a big bag. I'm going to get them a big bag of food. God, thank you, Jamie. You just answered all of my problems in life, truly and utterly. The biggest of shout-outs to Jamie for just being a G, fixing all of my issues in life, one Jamie at a time. It's just called getting Jamied at this point. What's up, Floof? How you doing, Floofoosh? Sylvia, you're such a cool cat. I love you. You are the most adorable, adorable cute cat. Hi. Hi, Sylvie. Hello. Who's a good kitty? Hello. Hi. Hi. Sylvia. Sylvia is the most adorable kitten in the entire world. She is so in love with me. She is so in love with me. It's scary. Like, do you guys see how in love with me she is right now? I'm not holding her. This is what she wants. She is smiling right now. I know some of you guys might be like, what's this cat going through right now? This cat wants to love me. This cat wants snuggles. This cat wants to just cuddle me for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And I finally can, thanks to you guys, because now we're fixing the dirt bikes. I gotta go. I gotta head on out of here. I gotta snuggle Sylvia. I gotta get the clothes done. I'm gonna go clean all my clothes, guys. I gotta go move some more stuff, get the truck all loaded so that I can put another load in and start heading that way. Thank you guys, everyone, for joining me tonight. It has been a very nice stream, and I am so thankful to each and every one of you guys that have joined tonight. Thank you guys. Have an excellent night. And again, these aren't going to be like the only live streams we do. I do mix it up quite often. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're fixing the bikes today, but just know that like we do still do just every type of live stream, and we're doing the vlogs still, we're doing the shorts still, we're doing everything still. We're just adding this into the mix because this is like, you know what I mean? If I ever feel like I'm just sick of streaming and if I want to work or whatever, now I have the ability to work on something that's fun with you guys and like not interact with chat if I'm getting like too tilted or whatever. You know what? I just think it's a perfect answer. It's a perfect answer because that way I can just hammer it down whenever I'm getting annoyed with the people or whatever. Because actually, I don't really get that annoyed anymore. I don't think people really affect me. I think that was like, I don't know, maybe being like so well known for so long, it just people stop affecting you after a while and you're just like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just tear you apart if you're mean to me. And it's gonna be grossly valid. Wow, that's just called getting old. I've learned what getting old is, chat. I've learned how to be old. Not even 30 years old, but now I'm old, chat. I'm a senior citizen. I am a old man. I'm a young soul. No, I'm not a young soul. I'm like 49 and a half in like 30 years. I'm still in my 20s. But good God. I'm going to be old one day. And when I do get old, I'm going to be rich as hell. Maybe not in money, but in the amount of disrespect I can give to my ex. And that is valuable. That is priceless to me. God, that's funny. All right, peace out, guys. Have a good night. Enjoy the uwu streams. Bye, guys.